box. Oh no.
Oh God, no!
Okay. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. As the team moves forward with perhaps the last day of the fanfare, honestly, there's technically one more day, but who knows what you guys
Would
are
it be the
planning
last
to
day?
do. Well, technically, there's one more full day of carnival. Well, technically festival, and then after that, it's like whoever's remaining in the city, like selling off their last bits of wares and stuff. Neither here or there. But on the fourth day, you managed to deal with a whole bunch of things. Taking this day more or less for you, Dust creating his own, well, memento or memento mori, depending on how you view the situation at hand. If you don't know that term, that's fine. It's entirely up to you what you think that means. But at any rate, Dust winning the competition with the blacksmith's situation, and the rest of the gang just dealing with things in their own way. You split apart to maybe think on how things are going right now, maybe just dealing with the final days of rest. Well, final-ish days of rest. Once you get to Yupta, you'll have like a transitional period of time that will go by without actual play. But that's neither here nor there. I'll explain more on that later. You still need to make the sword. Anyways, Dust carried on in the Blacksmith Guild, where he found a very unusual individual by the name, I don't see that I gave you her name. That's perfectly all right. Doesn't matter. You found a nice young tinkerer that came by looking for, not to put salt on the wound, Amara. Trying to find her, she found Dust asking, she asked Dust, and simply enough, she stated that she was looking for her to give her information. Dust was there, and ultimately she believed him on being the person that knows her, and gave him the documents. Dust, you've learned a little bit more about what's currently going on, maybe if your sister's still alive or not, which thankfully enough she is. You don't know what's currently going on there, but you can tell what has transpired in the past. The rest of the gang was more or less playing a few games here and there, and Nikolai eventually found, technically Ada found them first, but eventually Nikolai found this individual. Garbed in white robes and a nice blue tint to their hair. And no, it's not Amara. Or Ada. Well, technically Amara has red in her hair now. Neither here nor there. I'm just rambling now. Anyways, finding Luna once more at the behest of yourselves. Let's face it, maybe you're trying to save someone that may or may not need saving. It's kind of hard to tell. But at Chance's booth, you managed to find her drawing cards of chance, quite literally, on a new potential future ahead. They've managed to roll out to, a potential third, but that's where we left off before she could draw a third one. One of them gave her the basically best way I can describe it, because I only have in my notes kind of vaguely. Princess power of speaking with animals, which she kind of already had, but neither here or there. She didn't really care for that one, so she drew another card, which she rolled a 99 at, which was basically choose your or make your own destiny. Before she could act upon it, Nikolai and Ada moved forwards. Whisper and the rest of the gang were also there. I think they're a squad. One squad less. Now that I think about it. Still the squad, but smaller.
You're hurting us.
Dang, come on! My heart.
Still the squad, joined in soon afterwards. Nikolai said, "Oh, hold up. Let's talk about this first. No need to go into any rash decisions." Chance did state to Luna that the card will have its hold on its current ability for the next 24 hours. Now thinking about it outside the game, that's probably like a little too long. I'm going to say 12 hours, which is still long enough, but by morning's break, it'll definitely be gone unless she uses it. Which is still enough time, but, a lot more needing to be thought of in the immediate rather than you have a day. And that's where we left off. Dust is currently at his own thing. Not that far away. He can definitely get there in time if, you need him. Or you can get to him in time if you, need him. Or you can just walk over there. Entirely up to you guys. He's like 2 blocks away. Not that far.
Yeah, you know where he's at.
But here's where we begin. Chance then states, well, at any rate, depending on what you all intend to do, the gifts of the cards will last you 12 hours. So you have then to decide if you truly desire the gift. This one and the 100th card itself are very unique in that regard. The others, well, you just simply draw them and, well, you're given it regardless of any other decisions you make. So, honestly, very good luck on your part. But I feel like they want to discuss something with you, Miss Luna, so I'll just be in the background if you need me. Okay. Looking at you, I believe the last thing you said was like, hold up. Let's talk about this first before you do anything too rash. So she looks towards you,
Yeah.
Nikolai and Ada. What do you mean by that?
I was. We just okay. Ada, stop me when I can, but we kind of just lost a good friend of ours, and I don't know. I felt like you were doing something that you might regret, and I don't know. I thought we had the opportunity to just give you more of an out, I guess, instead of trying to randomly pick what you wanted. I guess it's up to you whether or not you take that or at least have somebody else that is, I don't know. I mean, we have some acquaintance with someone that is in a similar situation of you, but we don't really know what you're going through, but so it's just, yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. Look, I was there when you lost your friend. Although I wasn't speaking much, you did call me to help out with that, and I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
I mean, we're not. No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean anything. We didn't expect you to do anything that you weren't able to do. But I just, I don't know. It just feels like that we have something that we can offer you if you're willing to accept it. But you can choose whatever you feel like you have to do.
She does sigh heavily, and looking towards Chance, she does state, is there any way of converting this for someone else? And Chance does state, I'm afraid not. Only the one that draws it can benefit from its gift. You can ultimately potentially take something else away from someone, but it cannot be used for another individual's gain. And I don't know if Nikolai would register this properly, or neither Ada.
Maybe.
I'm gonna let you guys roll for it.
What are we
Insight.
rolling? Oh, great.
Insight.
9 times when insight is out. That sounds weird. I need to stop talking in times. God. All right. She's
21.
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
You both can tell that she is pensively thinking on this, and by the conversation you guys just had, looking towards Chance and giving that information, or at least getting that information, you can tell that more or less she's very self-sacrificing, to the degree that it might cause her own kind of trouble. You're not sure if she's in trouble. You just know that she wants this card. but she was willing to give it up for potentially someone. Not necessarily Nikolai or Ada, but she may or may not feel responsible for Amara's current predicament, since she wasn't really able to help in that. Like, you're not fully sure, but this is kind of the whole too young to know that whatever happened is not really your fault. You weren't responsible for what happened and things of that nature, but feels more or less bad that this happened and she was there. It's that kind of kid mentality when, like, people go through a divorce and, like, the kid goes, is it my fault? Is it a parent situational thing? Is it something else I don't know? But since you're a child, you don't really know that, you know, it can be a whole bunch of things. It doesn't even have to involve you. But that's what you can register from her. Currently just trying to help, but not fully understanding. Well, not fully understanding. No, I'm just going to say it simpler this time. It does seem like she wants to help you guys, but at the exact same time is reluctant to based off of her own circumstance, but is willing to because she could not help last time.
Well,
go ahead.
Look, Luna, it seems like there's a lot that you're trying to think about. I guess you can. Did you only have how many cards did you have?
2, and then the third if I draw another.
Did you want to draw another one?
Not sure if I can make do with this one. If I do draw another one, she looks towards Chance. Would that overwrite the second one? There is a possibility, depending on what you draw. Then probably not.
Okay. I would say if you want to, I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, we could, since you were there with us, you could probably just, I don't know, spend some time around us, and just, if you want to share anything, we can, but I mean, and I don't know, I think there's some other person that in our group that might have some more insight, but I don't want you to go, we don't want you to go through whatever you're doing alone, because I don't know, doing something just for somebody else just because you can doesn't make it right.
Nikolai, go ahead and roll persuasion. I want to say Ada is probably also helping you in some way, even though she's currently not here.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Wow. 25.
You didn't even need
25.
She pensively thinks on something. It doesn't seem to be like this conversation she's pensively thinking on, just what currently is in her mind. And unless you can read her surface level thoughts, you don't really know what's going in her head.
Yeah.
But she then nods towards you. All right.
Yeah, I guess just think about it, and you have at least a day, and I don't know, I guess you could spend some time with us for the meantime. And
I did change it to 12 hours because I thought this would happen.
oh, well, I guess yeah, I thought okay, so rewrite my history. Chance has you have 12 hours. Yeah, so you have 12 hours of time to make sense of it. So
All right. Probably don't have more than tonight anyways.
yeah. Okay. And
like the way she said that,
you-
you can clearly tell it's something else than just this conversation. But go ahead.
Do you know Vol?
Yes. She was one of the newly elected priestesses into my coven. Or circle. Sorry.
I'm talking about the same person, right? The one that we know and
The princess, yeah.
yeah.
You explain, tall, kind of curly hair, blue. Yeah, I know her.
Okay. Yeah, she used to travel with us for a while, and she had to step back and go back with her father. But I think she traveled with us for I think about 2 or 3 months. So we got to know each other pretty well.
That's good to hear.
But if you ever, I don't know. Yeah, she's doing well. So, but I think we're supposed to get back and meet with our other companion, Dust. So, Ada, do you have anything else? Come.
Out of game. I missed a conversation. What did I miss?
More or less, Nikolai said, like, don't go into any rash decisions right now. Think it over. Maybe hang out with us for a bit to see what's up. She said, yeah, it's cool. I'm down with that. Hey, do you know Vol? Yeah. Like, she just joined my circle, like, not that long ago. Oh, we were, like, hanging out for 2 months. So, we're good people. Okay. That's basically it. And then Nikolai said, should we head over to Dust? Unless, you have something to say?
Yeah, so Ada, you can say something, but I was gonna go meet back with Dust if we were gonna go all meet back with Dust.
Ada's gonna hold her tongue back about what she was originally gonna say. Yeah, Luna, if you want to come, that's fine with me, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, are we going?
Whisper Dust State. Probably. I honestly don't know what's going on here. But sure, we can collect another very attractive person. That's fine. Why are we doing this all the time?
I don't
What?
know. Honestly.
Okay. I was gonna. I don't think Nikolai would say this. He's not Deadpool.
Yeah. Lana just says, thank you? I mean, it's not really, flattery to you. No offense. It's just, it seems to be a pattern for this group.
I think we're just a very odd magnet.
Nikolai's not that. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you look good.
He's
That's
like
weird.
he's
You look-
I mean, he's charismatic. Does that mean he's attractive?
Unfortunately, in D&D, yes.
Oh, okay.
But you do look good. Not gonna lie. I come from a family with a lot of hot people. That's get that. I want to wash my mouth after saying that. Oh God. Okay.
Although I do
Never
want to say,
say if I said that ever again.
I think it was
Please
very
don't
funny
remind me of
because
that
Nikolai was
ever
getting
again.
stuck between the tokens.
yeah, like for the most part, charisma. If you have high charisma, you are very attractive. But I do want to eventually play a character that has a high charisma, but they're butt ugly.
Like, for sure,
How
it's
do you
doable.
do that?
Oh, it's, like, easily doable. It's just flavor texted. Well, flavored. Like, you don't have to be the most gorgeous thing in the world, but unless you tell me, and if you have a high charisma, you're generally just considered beautiful. Attractive by some way or
mean-
form.
Dang.
I think he's like more of a spokes lead kind of, like, people understand what his words, like, that's how I played Nikolai. Like, he has
Yeah.
a very good way with words, and if you talk to him, he's very good at talking to make you feel like, wow, I could do a lot for, like, whatever he does, I will do. And then so Nikolai gets people willing to do things that they really would want to do, but they don't have the nerves to do that themselves.
Yeah, I get that. But at the exact same time, I'm also going based off your guys' tokens. It's not here or there.
Okay, sorry.
But before you
Random.
guys get there,
Spiel.
you guys have small talk here and there, debating on who's attractive, who isn't, or like who's charismatic versus who is, just has that golden ratio going for them. I can say words. Before that, though, Dust, you're currently here. Everything's like being packed up after the events that just transpired. I already mentioned who won last time. Let's not go over it again because I don't remember who I said won.
You didn't even have to really go over, but but I was just essentially watching, and so that was probably the last competition of the day, and so I would think that I would be getting up and leaving the area just as they're getting there.
Yeah. Looking at the paperwork you have, you can tell that it is a lot of things to consider, and maybe like joining back with the group would be a good idea. So like when people are packing up and getting ready, you can tell, should I wait here or head over towards the inn to meet my group? Thinking on this, you do see someone just randomly strolling by. They're currently like garbed with cloth and filigree. Just go ahead and roll for me perception check. 'Cause your passive won't work. They just accidentally bump into you and simply state, "Oh, excuse me."
Wow.
Nice
Yeah,
enough
my
man,
confidence is
like
much better.
nice enough man accidentally bumped into you, like all shrouded in garb, in a very hot iron room. You notice with a 5 perception, but don't notice anything else. I don't know. Maybe you check your pockets to see if he mugged you while it's still there. You're good. They just walk out into the street.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, like thinking on this, checking over just to make sure he didn't rob you of anything, because bumping into someone is a way of like distracting them enough to pickpocket. Eventually, you find yourself clear, and the team, the rest of the team gets there.
Yeah, you have me roll a perception. Yeah, Dust is not the most perceptive person.
Fair enough.
I have a 0 modifier to that.
Which is why your passive wouldn't work. Anyways, the rest of the gang's there along with Luna, which is weird. And Dust, you can already tell because you have the most knowledge on this. She's wearing the same white robe she wore the other day when she was out strolling the streets without anyone finding her. Eventually they found her, but for some reason she's out here without bodyguards again, which is one of the main concerns the bodyguards had the other day. You can also tell that it is rather late of night-ish, and just go ahead and roll not perception, insight, advantage.
20.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
It is rather late, but not so late everyone be sleeping or like working off a hangover. You can definitely tell Luna is out and about without anyone knowing other than your team. Obviously, the garb maybe has some sort of magical effect that doesn't allow people to fully focus on her. You're not entirely sure. But you are sure that if somehow your team found the Moon Priestess, she's out and about again without anyone finding her, and no one is like currently looking for her based off of your intuition because she seems fine and like not upset by anything. She does seem pensive, but that's about it. She's out on the street without any supervision, but so far no one in her own group knows that. She was found by your team, but it didn't seem to be a situation of danger. Basically, teenager out at night without their parents knowing.
Wait, she's a teenager?
No, she's 20.
Oh, okay.
But that's the current predicament. You guys find. Well, Dust knows that you guys are in. Like, she's still young, but at the
Well,
exact
I mean,
same time-
20 is like compared to like other times, like on the olden days, like 20 was like you're
Yes.
basically like you're on your own, like get out, like
Yeah. I get
thought
that.
that was 18.
We're just gonna go with current standard
yeah.
numericals.
Well, yeah. If you're going back to ancient time, no, we won't get into that.
If we're going back to
politics.
ancient times, 8 or 10, you're considered an adult.
Hey,
Nah, we're gonna stick with current numericals. of
okay,
age.
current age.
Anyways, that's the current situation you find yourself in, Dust. Not that everyone else seems to have picked up on that, but you for sure can.
and kind of knowing what's going on, it's like, well, the competitions are done for the day, so
Hmm.
don't have anything else. Heading
Yeah.
back to the tavern.
Gotta
Or do
finish
we-
off that ale barrel. Haven't.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Oh, and you're more than welcome to join us, Luna. So,
Have you had any ale before?
Yes, I've drinking before. We're going by standard European rules here.
Well, no, I mean like ale, as in like I don't know if you had other alcohol that you normally had, or have you had an ale, as in yeah.
Nikolai, ale is pretty
I-
much the common drink.
I
Remember.
know, but sometimes royalty they have wine more than they have ale, so I just didn't know.
He's not wrong, technically.
Yeah, he isn't. No offense. I mean,
Taken.
okay, if you never mind. I'll
Sorry.
just... No,
It's
no, no,
okay.
you're good.
I'm sorry. Let's go back.
Uh, the Forge Master just looks towards all of you. Yes, fine. Either way, it's up to you, all of you. Any rate, if anyone needs the Forge, it's open all night. But who knows if you have any space left?
Wait, Forge Master, did you want ale too?
He
We-
brings a bottle from the current cabinet he's at. Already have some, but thank you.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Currently, he's not on the clock. He's just supervising things, so he can and is allowed to drink.
And I bring out the ale barrel and avoid the evil barkeep.
She just takes no nonsense.
I know.
So for
Nikolai.
D&D terms, evil barkeep.
Evil.
You go
You're
upstairs,
going behind everyone.
get your barrel. You ask someone else to ask for cups, and you
No.
eventually get them.
I look at her and then I set it on the counter. I'm placing this here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If someone takes it, it's entirely up to you.
Okay.
You do see like two squanderedly looking fellows, beaded clothes, looking towards it, eyeing it, licking their lips. One of them's underneath their breath that only Ada can hear. Ooh, is that free alcohol? I'm so gonna get that when he turns his head over and doesn't pay attention long enough.
I put the mimic on the counter and I tell the mimic, if anybody goes through this barrel, you eat their wallet.
Currently, it's like jewelry box size, so decent enough, about the size of a hand, but like not so big.
You think
Well,
you
they
could
could
eat
eat a
like
wallet.
a
It
coin,
could-
a coin purse?
Yeah, as long as it's as long as it's not someone massively wealthy, it for sure can.
Sure. I don't
Yeah.
know if it could listen to me or not, but
No, you have a liquor guard,
yeah.
a mimic that will guard your liquor.
Nikolai, go ahead and roll intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
It's nothing bad.
Whoa.
I'm
For
just
himself?
wanting. No,
A 5.
Oh wow.
you can't comprehend what happens to you. You just feel like you got like a headache for a second, and that's about it.
Oh. Okay. Well, free. Here's your ale if you want any. There's glasses around, and yeah.
Thank you. You guys pass the alcohol around, or not. You might ask for water or other types of drink. Whisper, no, I'm gonna go with Opal this time. Opal looks towards the group and goes, all right, time to kill the elephant in the room, or whatever, how that saying goes. Solana, why are you up out night, wandering the
Luna.
streets without your
I think it's-
guards?
It's Luna. It's Luna.
I met her like twice. I don't remember names that easily.
Okay.
No, it's fine. To be perfectly honest, I didn't actually give you my name the first time we met. See, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, still question. Why are you out here without your guards? Wasn't that the whole, big thing that happened? when Dust was trying to like get some answers to current questions. Current questions? That sounds weird. Certain questions? Okay. With passive perceptions, Ada, you can tell like Luna is immediately embarrassed by the way she was just thrown under the bus. Dust, you can easily tell that is a thing that's happening. Well, technically I snuck out. And just wandering the streets right now by myself.
Why did you?
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I don't think there's something wrong with it, but I always want to know. I'd be interested in the why.
Well, because if I don't, I won't have any time to myself.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, well, I guess I should explain a little bit more than just random 20-year-old wandering the streets. I mean, it's not like they're
You're
my
not
parents.
like. Are you forced to live? I mean, I guess you're forced to live a certain way, and are they forcing a? I would know a little. I guess I've watched a little bit of royalty come and go, but do you have an expected suitor or a
Oh, no, nothing like that.
marriage thing?
No. I don't think anyone here would understand what's currently going on. Except maybe Ada. Ada, go ahead and roll for me history.
Oh
And I'm
boy.
not gonna say if it's good or not, but it might be a memory.
Great.
Oh.
It's a 2. Never mind. That's a good roll. I'll take it anyways.
The way she's pensive and the way she's currently acting, it feels weird. It feels like some type of conversation you've had before in the past, and immediately you get a flashback onto what had transpired not heavily long ago, but right around when you before like Amara left and you guys are still friends. You were in your man, I forgot what it's called. I'm just gonna call it school. You guys were in school. There's a different name for it, but I forget what it actually is. But you were in school.
Academy?
No, but Academy is close. I'm gonna go with Academy. While you were in the Academy, you and Amara were currently taking some classes here and there. Had some other friends, but they were like friends because your guys' parents were associates of some sort. One of the individuals, a nice, tall, blonde-haired, tabaxi woman, simply stated towards you while you guys were talking. Your parents didn't really like that family since they were new money and like not having any titles to them or situation of that. This young blonde individual simply looks towards you, Ada, and she went, "Oh, Ada, I didn't see you at the party last week. Why didn't you go?" And Ada, you remember like you're asking your parents if you could hang out with your friends later on in the night, and your it'd probably be your mother. Your mother simply stated, "Look, sweetheart, I understand the enjoyment of your youth and things of that nature, but you must understand where you're coming from. You belong to a higher titled family. You belong to a lot more prestigious acclamations. Your very upbringing comes with its own reputation, its own desires, and its own natural course on which your life's path truly needs to go. Dealing with these individuals will stray you from that clear path we have so worked hard on making for you tonight, today, and for the future." Like, she holds onto your cheeks, that warm embrace, but at the exact same time, you can tell it's more or less telling you what to do. Like they've always done. Now, sweetheart, make sure you stay here, study, and your choices have already been made for you, alright? Just try to live as happily as you can while your life continues to go the way we want it. She kisses you on the cheek and then sets you off to bed to study. Going back into the classroom, the girl is currently waiting for your answer, and it's like, oh, I had things to do and was kind of busy. And like those ages would, she more or less takes it like, I kind of didn't want to. No offense, but not my thing. Even though that's not exactly what you said at all, but that's the way she took it. Oh, yeah, of course. Maybe next time. There was never a next time. Going back onto this moment, the way Luna is currently acting, it feels similar to that situation, that position. Her path has already been chosen for her. Now, who chose it? Probably not her parents by the way it sounds, by the way it looks like it. But definitely her path was chosen for her. But Luna does state, well, it's just how my life goes. It's not as if they're bad people. They're not forcing me to do anything. It's just, things how they worked out.
Luna, do you enjoy the life you're living right now?
Yeah, I get to help people. Get to help people enjoy their lives, carry them forwards, making sure that they have, hopefully, a brighter tomorrow. Why wouldn't I?
Can I roll a bullshit?
Sure, but let's call it insight instead.
I know that's what it's called, but I just wanted to say that.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
It's not as if she's lying, but at the exact same time, the way she phrased it, it's like, yeah, I get other people to enjoy their lives. They can continue on while I just do this forever.
So she kind of enjoys it.
But I'm assuming she wants more out of it.
She wants
For
something
the
more.
same cycle.
By the way you can understand it, and I'm going to say, Nikolai, you can easily give this
Yeah.
information to the other team because you have telepathy.
Ooh.
You already knew that.
Wait.
I know I do. It's like it's fun when you say it.
Yeah. You already know this. You guys can interpret. She does love to help people. She does enjoy that part. She just doesn't like it that it's been decided for her. She has no control over her life.
She doesn't necessarily have the choice of who she helps.
That, as well as she doesn't have a choice, period. She has to help.
So I'm gonna say, like to Ada, Dust, and really just Ada and Dust, because I don't know if they would. I mean, whatever. Everybody in our party. Why not? Because I just don't. Everybody could have input, but I don't know how much they're gonna be able to add to it. But I'll say, yeah.
Sorry, everyone except Luna, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she enjoys helping people, but it's not always of who she gets to help that she gets a choice in, and she feels like she doesn't have the ability to do what she wants to do and not be able to do what she wants to do to help herself, I guess.
Well,
Luna, it seems like you just need some air more than anything. An opportunity to make it easier on you.
Did you, Luna, can I tell him?
She nods.
She pulled cards from Chance. The fate cards.
Yeah. What were the cards that you pulled?
The Forest Charmer and deciding your own fate. Well, technically in my notes it's called Choose Your Path, but neither here or there.
Yeah. But she's simplifying it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And before I could do anything, your friends here decided best to maybe think it over.
Have you ever thought of a way that could possibly ease your burdens?
There isn't any. I mean, it's not as if the other druids don't help. It's not as if they don't do their own things, but I specifically alone am singularly in this predicament. I can't change my current place.
What makes you different than the other druids?
And I'm gonna explain this not in her current.
No, go right ahead.
So, she goes on to explain. Mentioning on what makes you different, what makes you not being able to do anything about it, she does go on to explain that she was chosen as a champion. And that is very rare for anything or anyone to be chosen as a champion, but she was chosen by two particular gods, the moon gods specifically, which is why she is deadlocked in this position. Now, what champions are generally the champions of a god. Gods themselves have like heroic people that go out and do work for them. Some choose this path, others, it's like a family thing. However, if a god chooses you at birth, that's basically what you're locked into doing. It's basically air quotes like a chosen one without the whole you are destined to save the world. It's like you are destined to serve me for the rest of your life. You don't get a choice.
So out of game, it's just Percy Jackson.
Wait.
Yeah, kind of, but
So
without the whole
wait.
son thing. Like she's just a chosen.
So what's the difference? I mean, Nikolai would probably say this at some point. I'm not gonna act it out, but like Nikolai would probably say, so you're like a slave, right?
Not quite.
By the very crude way of thinking about it, yes, I suppose. I can do my own things, but ultimately I am sworn
You have to do
their-
them when nobody else is watching, when nobody is in. You're not seen by anybody else, and you can't be seen, or you'll get in trouble.
Not necessarily. I'm just
what
socially
exactly-
obligated to. It's that whole thing of nobility. Oh, if you're seen doing anything else, or like, oh, people are overprotective because you are literally a chosen thing,
She's a
animal,
double
creature.
Aasimar.
Basically, yeah.
She is a double Aasimar because Aasimars they're not technically, like, if you're going the traditional sense, they're not technically a race. They are a sub race. Or essentially they are a champion of a god. She just happens to be the champion of two gods.
Basically, by the crude wording of saying it, Nikolai, kind of yes, but not really. Like, she's allowed to like do her own things, but it's that whole, oh, this is our chosen hero or like guardian or whatever. We have to make sure that this person is safeguarded, taken care of.
So the biggest thing is she's a champion, but the people around her, they have found that she is a champion of two gods, and they're not letting her out of their sight.
Like, this is the closest comparison I can think of right now. Has anyone seen The Legend of Korra?
Yeah, I
I've seen a
haven't
little bit. I didn't
finished
finish
it.
You just needed to watch like the first 2 episodes.
Oh
Think-
yeah.
Think that, but without having the whole very grandiose image of yourself.
Okay. Like, oh yeah, you're the person, but then you're like, but you haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just want to live my own life. No, but you're the person. You have to do this. But no, you're the person. You've been told this your entire life as a child growing up, and you're just
Yeah.
molded into this predicament, which
Yeah.
is kind of why I went with Ada's flashback.
Okay.
Like Korra, she was being trained by the White Lotus,
Yeah.
and that's all she knew. And so that's what's happening to Luna too. She's only been within the circle of the moon druids
Sure.
per se, and so she wants to get out.
Okay, sorry. I was going on a fun
Just-
little. So
The G
I was-
wants like a get out of jail free card.
So that means if we're going on like I'm not in character at all. If we're going off character development wise, that means we are what do you call who's the other two guys? The other two guys in Korra.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
we're
haven't-
talking about.
I haven't
so-
seen the full thing, so I don't freaking know who you're
So
talking
we
about.
are the Korra with Team Avatar. So she wants to join Team Avatar.
She doesn't want to join you guys. She just wants her
I
own
know.
life.
I know, but if she has her own life, she can join Team Avatar.
Well, it depends on what she wants, truthfully. Like, she doesn't want
Yeah.
someone not to help out, but at the exact same time, she has no standing power right now.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
So
What? Okay,
Yeah.
this is what I'm getting.
Mhm.
She likes the position that she's in
Mhm.
being able to help people.
Yeah.
She likes being the champion
Eh,
meh.
on
She
a
doesn't-
rudimentary, basic level.
Yeah.
What she does not like is how everybody around her treats her.
Or holds her to a standard that she doesn't want to
Standard.
be at.
Yes.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Because like so Dust will I'll ask her. What is the biggest reason why they won't what is the biggest reason that they tell you that they won't let you out? And out.
ultimately, for safety, security, it's very rare for a god to choose any champion. And for two of them, even rarer. Ultimately, who knows when another champion of the moon will be chosen again. Especially by Elistray. She herself rarely chooses one.
Okay. I'm gonna
Do
just
you
sip
enjoy-
on a drink for a little bit.
If you take out everybody out of the picture, everybody out from the druids, do you like being a champion? These two goddesses, these two gods.
I do like helping people, and that's what they've mainly been asking me to do. And I don't mind that part, it's just the rest. I don't need the title, I don't need the manpower around me.
Hmm.
Well, why don't you think about this? Using the card of being able to choose your own path. Something that will give you the power so that you can go off and do things and help others as you travel. As you go around. You can move around as you please with the people whom you want to.
I have.
The power
Nickel.
to
Oh,
yes, okay, I'm the power to continue to be a a greater a better champion. One that doesn't necessarily have to be watched over.
Dust, is that a? I would agree with that, Dust.
You can do a lot of good being a champion, but definitely the reins need to be let loose.
Can I want to say one thing, and then I will ask
add on.
two questions. Yes, I completely agree with what Dust is saying. And I'll set my drink down, and I've had like 3. They're really good, by the way. But I don't think that a champion, that feels like you're not being what a champion of one god, let alone 2, would be doing. Like, it doesn't sound like someone that would be a champion if they're stuck somewhere only to just serve other people and not do what the person that the god or whatever that told them that they were going to do something great was supposed to do. So that's my statement. My question is, what is a champion meant to do? And my second question is, what do you think you want to do? And I'll pick up my drink and then take another sip.
Love game. Mic drop.
Thinking upon this, and I'm gonna have, who has the higher persuasion? I'm gonna
That would be
assume Nikolai.
Dust. That would be Dust.
Oh yeah, he just gained that.
13.
Yeah.
Dust, go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage thanks to Nikolai's help.
Oh, dang. Is that going to be a plus 30? Oh, dang.
Yeah. You know what? That was really good. Wow.
32.
You rolled well for both of them, but one of them was a 19.
Yeah.
32.
How would this work out?
So, essentially, what we're saying is, it's like, it's okay to still remain the champion. What you need right now, more than any, because she kind of likes being able to help people. The biggest thing that she needs right now is enough power, enough influence, so that she can be the champion that she thinks she's meant to be.
Yeah. Given this information and looking at her card, you can tell she is thinking on this. She does look towards all of you, especially Nikolai. Just with all that, and she does state, I suppose those are good things to think about. I don't know, maybe I was rushing into things. I just wanted my own life. But I do like helping people, and these gifts do help me in helping others. I would rather not have someone else take the burden on this, if able, so...
Luna, if anything, like, yeah, you don't want someone else taking this burden because of you, but you know what? If anything, by gaining the ability to be a better champion, you'll become a better you. You can choose what you want to. You know what? If you so choose, you are more than welcome to join us.
Oh,
And you're more than welcome to go live out your craziest fantasy. They're all options. It's just joining us is a good option. Doing out whatever you feel like is a good option. It just makes whatever you feel like is a good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going down a tangent, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
sorry.
will not force you to go with us just because we lost a comrade. No. This is in regards to you. We want to give you a shot, an opportunity to be yourself. If anything.
She
if
nods.
it feels like the right thing, that's what you want to look for.
I do thank you for this, and I can understand it not being because of your lost friend. But I don't think I am the one to take up a place along your side. It would bar me from helping others, as your team can obviously help others in different ways. But I think I do know what I should ask for with this card now. She raises the card, and she does say something in... I don't know if anyone knows it.
Das might.
She does.
No, she wouldn't know this either. I'm gonna say it out loud because it doesn't matter because I don't think anyone knows this. Anyone have druid speech? Druidic?
No.
That's a language?
It's a language.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
okay.
but it's like it's a druid of language. It's a language of the druids. It's like thieves can't, and through it you can somewhat talk with animals and plants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one
Fauna's technically a druid, but she is so not versed in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't have this.
It doesn't matter. It's not terribly important. It's just funny that this happened. Anyways, Fauna, sorry, not Fauna. Luna does say something in druid speech, and eventually the card begins to glow. There is a symbol engraved in it in Draconic, and those that know Draconic can easily read the word courage. That card then
courage.
begins to break apart and brittle away, and then is more or less infused into the source, which would be Luna herself. You guys can easily deduce she didn't ask for the riddance of this life. She didn't ask for, hey, I want to be queen. No, it's like courage. She straight up, she had more or less like a wish spell, and she used it on courage.
Wow.
Wow.
This is what we were kind of trying to get her to do
Yeah. Like,
because
go ahead.
continue, Dot.
I mean, it's a lot better than what I did.
Didn't.
So, but like what we were trying to do is it's just like, no, it's okay to be this. It's just you need to be stronger to be who you are. Who cares about those people around you?
Yeah. Essentially, she, based off of what you've said and everything, she's realized, thanks to the mic drop of Nikolai and Dust helping out in his own encouraging way, she realizes that she's been coddled too much. She's been in this mindset way too long. She doesn't have any, like, courage to move forwards or to say, yeah, no, let's not do that. And that would take time. That would take who knows how much time. She essentially sped up that process with magic, which you can totally do. She then looks towards all of you. You know, now, not as abrasive kind of tone as Whisper, but in that same kind of gravitas nature.
Oh.
Thank you. But if you don't mind, I need to go speak with my druid circle. She looks towards the barkeep. Barkeep, round of houses on the drink on me. I don't think that's what you think it means. It doesn't matter. I can pay for it. She throws 10 platinum at her. Sure.
Oh
okay.
my god.
Drinks on the house. That one person that is currently being eaten by a mimic, which you didn't notice because I did it off screen. Just like looks at the mimic currently on his hand as he's trying to get his coin purse back. Okay. Puts the mimic down. The mimic starts biting his coin purse. Puts it back. Hey guys, I got us free drinks. The mimic gave it to me. We're all right here. We clearly heard the woman say free drinks on the house on me. That's not what she said. They begin to cheer. Luna looks towards all of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, and Luna, and I will flip her a medallion with our symbol on it, the Hopes Con.
Yeah.
You are an honorary member of the Hopes contract.
Thank you. It truly means a lot. She goes outside and, oh man, no one else but Ada can hear this last part. You just hear, okay, now I have courage. I can finally stand up for myself. Now, maybe I can finally date. And she heads off into the night.
Wow.
And that's what Ada heard. Oh god.
No, that she's
She
not
just wanted a
going to.
boyfriend.
It's not that. It's just
No.
courage for sure to move on in her life, but also courage enough, like say, hey, you're cute. Want to go out?
Ada just
Okay.
wanted to know her breath. Lucky.
Who's the guy that tried to take the beer?
Be right back.
Man in the background currently has disheveled hair. You find him easily enough next to the mimic, currently like giving the mimic small drinks inside of a thimble. Not inside of a thimble. Inside of a thimble, having the mimic take shots.
Excuse me? What are you doing with my my little bodyguard?
Oh, is this your guy? Well, me and him got really friendly a little while ago. He tried to eat my stuff.
Yeah, he was-
then
Guarding my alcohol that you were trying to steal.
I don't think so. I think he just tried to bite me for no apparent reason.
I think that you were doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
No. But anyways, hey, you know what? This drink, he gives you a drink on me. Again, the guy in the background. Again, man, she paid for everyone. Yeah, but this one's on me.
Alright, well, I take the mimic back.
You take it back.
And I will, man, can I do anything against... Oh, yes, of course. Well, does he take another drink?
He's been drinking this entire time. He currently has one in hand, like swooshing it around in the air, heading towards his friends. Air quotes. You don't know if they're truly friends or just drinking buddies.
If he's rolling, for, like, being inebriated,
He's already drunk.
I'm gonna give him a -4, so...
Okay, let's see how much drunker he can get.
Okay, I'm back.
Or
that's the one.
actually...
Yeah, next
Oh,
drink he
well.
like hits the ground plaster.
So it's a -1.
Yeah. He takes a drink plastered, hits the table, hits the ground, currently sleeping on the ground. Thankfully enough, he is staying overnight. Not on the floor, but now on the floor, I guess. His friend like takes his wallet and then buys another round for his table.
Perfect.
They are not good friends. Or maybe best friends.
How does the mimic... Is the mimic okay? What was his name? I forgot the
Mime.
mimic. Mime. Is Mime
You
okay?
forget out of game. You forget our own
I'm
child.
sorry!
I'm gonna see if mimics are susceptible to poison.
Wait, what?
What? He was poisoned?
There's no way. No, he has alcohol.
Alcohol is a poison, at least in my
Really?
opinion. But,
Uh,
okay, yeah.
Immunities to acid. I'm gonna say it's good enough.
They have immunities to acid?
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna say
very-
good enough. He looks more or less fine. From time to time, you swear the box like sways, but they're good.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm gonna say they can
well,
get tipsy, but not fully drunk.
good, he's good. Well, it was a good night of work, and good job all around, guys. It was great. Good job, Dust. I was rooting for you the whole time.
Yeah, you guys did well.
Oh, speaking of that,
Yeah.
Ada and Dust will take out the locket. I made this for you. And I hand it over. I push it over. Hand it over to Ada.
You remember the locket that he made during the competition. A very finely crafted, very ornate item. Inside was the image of Amara.
Yeah, it was a cameo of Amara inside of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. This feels kind of stupid a bit. I don't have anything I could give back to you.
Ada, you've done more than enough. Amara was your friend first.
He didn't
And-
have to come and join us.
And out of everything, because she was your friend, she became our friend as well. She meant a great deal to you. Meant a great deal to all of us, but I made that item as a tribute to her, and I made it for you.
If I could honestly rewind time, I would rather have Amara standing here than me.
In time, we will have her back.
Well, I think we need to first think about what we're gonna do with Ada before we get that. We'll figure out that.
Above game, we don't know that she's undead.
Yeah.
We didn't know
Neither
that.
does she.
No.
Neither does she. Nobody
Neither
knows.
does she. She still has this numbing presence all over her body, but it honestly could
Okay, I
also
thought
just
we
be
knew-
shock.
I thought we knew that already. Okay, my bad.
No, Ada
Above
doesn't
game,
realize.
know that she's undead.
We all know. Characters don't know.
Characters
Okay.
don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
we-
seem weird. Like, doesn't like her body seems the same.
Like
I was gonna say later if she was gonna go upstairs and look at herself. Did she look different in any way?
you just feel numb, like you're in shock or something of that nature, but it's not going away. Like, depending on who you are or how it happens, it might not go away for a while. But this feels weird. It feels off. Eventually, when you do go into your room and like check yourself out to see if you have anything up, you can tell that the area where the locket or amulet was before it shattered is there, but where it's currently placed, there's more or less kind of like a hole, but no blood is coming out, and it doesn't seem to be cauterized.
Did we never saw that? I guess she has. Oh, it's underneath her.
Yeah, you can
For
see
what-
more or
yeah.
less the chest bone area. And for sure, at that depth, it would definitely bleed.
Okay.
Like, unless you're face to face with you, it would honestly just look like a white circle there. Like maybe another jewelry piece, but it'd be face to face. It is
Yeah.
the only
Exactly.
thing that you feel heavily problematic.
Okay, it's gonna realize at the moment. Okay. Yeah, something did happen. Something isn't good. This isn't normal at all. Nope. Okay, are we still back at the bar, or did...
Yeah, I'm gonna say that happened last
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm.
Nikolai then states, but first we need to figure out what to do with Ada. Thinking on it, it could be translated like making sure she's okay, since we're not exactly
Yeah.
sure what magic happened, or
I mean,
something
what
like that.
happened
So, like,
after you, when you, like, you were, like, did you, because I mean, you fell asleep, right? Like, you were, I thought you were gone, and then you came back.
I didn't fall asleep until later in the night. I'll be honest about that. I sort of wandered around for a bit, went to the post office.
Oh, no, I was talking about when the mood spirit happened.
Oh. Okay, I thought you was asking what I was doing during that time. Like, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, I just, normally, like, I don't know if, like, I don't know. We don't know what happened because it seems like there was a lot going on, so.
Opal then just straight up says, what he's probably asking is, are you okay physically, mentally, magically? You pretty much died until Amara took the proverbial bullet for you?
Oh, please don't say
Yeah,
that.
thanks for, I'm not good with those kind of words, yeah.
And again, sorry for saying it that way. I just don't know the way Nikolai was going.
Trying to beat it. I was just not saying things, beating around the bush a little bit, yeah.
Opal shrugs. Sorry if that caused anything for you, Ada. Just making sure.
Oh no, the damage has been done before you said that. No offense, Opal. Not say that you caused it. To answer the question, all three of them, I would say no. Honestly, physically, I don't know if it's shock or anything, but that doesn't make sense because now hang on. Sorry, hold up. Sorry, pause. Give me a quick second.
No problem.
Interesting.
Sounds like it was your dad.
Mm. I guess I would say, like, I don't know how do you take that? I don't know.
Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were talking about your mental, physical health.
Okay. Basically, I don't know if I'm in shock or anything because I still can't feel my body or anything.
Wait, what?
I can't feel myself. That's a
Okay,
weird way to
that was
say it.
that was very strange. Okay, catch this. I'm gonna throw a beer mug at her.
Ada, you're easily able to catch it. He's like right next to you.
And I'm gonna throw it hard, like at her face.
That's just being rude, man.
Are you trying?
Dude.
Wow.
Damn.
Kidding. Never mind. That was it.
Roll for damage, I guess.
You like aim not to her face, but like somewhere
I-
bodily
Right
where
of her
it wouldn't
head, I
actually
guess?
do.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. Better idea. I don't want to waste the beer. I'd probably just go up and like pinch her arm and see if she feels it.
You do feel it in a sense. It's like whenever your hand, if you've ever felt this, because I don't know if everyone feels this, but if your arm or legs ever gone into sleep, it feels like that sensation. You definitely feel like that pinching sensation, but not pain. Just that weird cascading feeling of numbness.
So it was that.
I mean, I sort of felt it. I didn't feel pain. You ever had that moment when your body falls asleep and you
Wait,
touch it and then what?
like you felt like you didn't feel that? You just felt
did
like
feel the pain.
numbness?
Yes.
Okay, like, what happens if I hit you in the arm?
Do you want to hit me in the arm?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. We're trying to figure this out.
I don't know. It's like I don't normally hit myself in the arm, Nikolai.
Okay, I do like a punch in the arm, like you just like jest with somebody, like you just like do it like
Yeah.
a friend. Yeah, you punch them in the arm, but I mean you'd feel it, like it'd be like a
Yeah,
little
for
bit
sure.
like sore.
You give her a friendly punch in the arm. Totally not violently, so she doesn't take any damage. And again, you feel that pressure and presence on your skin and tissue, but like no general damage. You don't feel that sensation of wanting to punch him because he did that, because you're feeling a small bit of pain. It's just that numbness again, heavily concentrated in that area, because you know something happened there, but then it eventually goes away. But no true pain.
Oh, numb.
Okay, something's weird. Medical. Who's medical? Yeah. Wait.
Whisper looks
yeah.
towards you guys. She is the medical.
I know, but how does she?
What do you mean?
We need a medical person to understand what's going on.
Why? Okay, Nikolai, why don't we do this?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, let's find
Whisper stabbed me in the arm.
What?
let's find a church.
What'd you say?
Whisper
very-
looks towards you, Ada.
I know.
No one's
I know.
stabbing you in the arm.
I want to see if I can feel it.
If punches don't work, probably
Instead
stabs
of
also
stabbing in
don't
the
work.
chest-
Yeah.
Instead of stabbing in the chest.
No. Let's
Worse.
No, I
let's
mean,
go to a church tomorrow. See if we can find a
Wait,
church.
there's not like
tomorrow.
a. There's not like a. We normally go to. Wait, that's not. I thought there was like a clinic somewhere, or like some kind of like a herbalist. There's a bunch of moon druids everywhere.
That's true, but their specific branch of what you may or may not be looking for. Clerics themselves specifically deal with life and death.
Yeah.
So like it would be just a good. It would be the better option to actually find.
Because they actually study people that are dead.
Yeah.
So let's find a church.
I mean, there's
Wait,
also healing worm emptied sign because basically the two things that were inside me has now left, including my best friend. So I'm kind of,
Okay, so you're not physically well.
No.
You're not. Your heart is not well. You're not
No.
emotionally well,
nope.
and you have no. Do you feel like that you're connected to anything, like spiritually things? I don't know. Is that something okay I can ask? I don't know.
Would it be a religion check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll religion.
Where's that at? Okay, there it is. I forgot I have a 10 in religion.
Holy moly!
Yeah, you have expertise, remember?
I had a 10.
Anyways, yeah, you still have your powers. You still have your strength. You like conjure the energies in your body given to you by your. It's not your god per se. It's more of your ethos, more of your understanding on wanting or your drive. The same way paladins don't necessarily have to worship a god. It's neither here nor there, but you don't technically draw your powers from the god rather than from the god's portfolio. Depending on what kind of things you do, and you can still draw that power. It's just something seems off about it, but not to the extent of not having them anymore. You still have them.
Okay, well, you have something. I'm just I'm okay. I want to sleep on this.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
Whisper's like, yeah, okay. Ada, no one stab you, including yourself. Get some sleep. We'll deal with this in the morning.
Yeah, get some sleep. That'd be good.
That and, on our way over to the church, we need to stop by Master Jeffrey's stall.
see when they're when they're leaving. I know the caravan's leaving, but over the next couple days. But I would think it would be best if we at least traveled with someone that we knew.
Yeah.
So if we could.
Used to now.
By morning, you guys easy wake up. Dust immediately makes breakfast. It's all delicious.
Oh yeah.
You head over towards the stall while also eating and snacking on the way. You can tell that Master Jeffrey is still there, but you can tell half of their things are packed up, and you can tell, oh, they're leaving probably tomorrow since not everything is fully packed up. This is the final day of the festival, which just means, final day. They don't expect to sell everything, and they're not in heavy need to sell everything, so they're probably not going to be here tomorrow in the afternoon. So early morning is what they tell you.
Nice. Well, I only have one task, a
Plan?
personal task today.
Yeah. Also, you have your camels. They're already set up, and you go back to that place to tell them, hey, we're going to get them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Nicolette, what you can say?
I said I was saying to the group that I only have one personal task for the day, but Ada, you're the priority right now. So once we get you figured out, or at least checked up on, then I can go do what I was gonna do.
I mean, maybe the cleric can also help you, Nikolai.
Oh no! This is just
Come
a
on.
festival
No,
thing.
no. I'm just saying.
Oh no, he can't help me. No, I'm completely
never
fine.
know.
I'm fine.
You're not fine.
You're not
We
fine.
We had this conversation earlier. or
It's okay.
during
It's perfectly okay.
Let us
Nikolai,
all
I'm
go
not fine.
together.
You're not fine. Let's
I
both
know
accept
we're all
that.
not fine. It's okay.
That's not okay.
Just live with it. Just live with the pain. It's okay.
I've been living with the pain,
Okay.
and I hate it. Really, I hate it.
Well, I can deal. I can deal with it. Okay. Well, never mind. If I'm okay. Okay.
While you guys are heading out to find a church, you can tell that thanks to the festival, there are a whole bunch of choices to choose from. Basically, you have a pantheon to choose from. Is there anywhere specifically, Ada, you feel drawn towards? Are you drawn towards maybe adventure? Are you drawn maybe towards the understanding of healing? Maybe the what do you think Ada's ethos is? Like her drive towards being a cleric. And hopefully I'm using ethos correctly.
Honestly, I definitely forget the definition of ethos, and the weird thing is, I used to study it. That's weird to say. I believe as a player, I believe Ada's drive is to mainly help others that can't help themselves. Like, she wants to be strong enough to heal someone who can't heal themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and the characteristic spirit of a culture, era, or community as manifested in its beliefs and aspirations. So kind of correct. But I wouldn't use that specific word with what I'm trying to go with.
Ethos? Ethos? Is it ethos or ethos? Whatever. It's the same word. Never mind.
Ethos. There are two
Ethos.
different words that sound exactly the same, but they're different. Kind of.
Okay. I learned new things in D&D that I shouldn't be learning, but it's worth it in the end.
That's more English than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but I believe that's her. I can't say the word now. I already forget it. Ethos. The word.
Yeah.
I just say that one. Yeah.
Who would be a good... Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy. Eventually you find a cleric of the domain of healing. One of the gods within this domain is Apollo. Entering inside of his more or less little temple. I believe Apollo is a man in D&D. I could be wrong. Either way, in front of you stands a man roughly 10 feet tall, mostly a Goliath, a half-human individual. Thanks to his half-human side, he does have marvelously long silver hair, which he shows to the rest of his Goliath companions because, unfortunately, they cannot grow hair. The man does look towards you, simply enough, and he does say, welcome, young attendees. My name is Apollo. It's a pleasure to meet you. No, I'm not an Apollo. It's just what my mother gave me as a name. What can the church do for you today?
A number of things. Over the last couple of days, some members of our party have changed greatly.
Nope.
No,
I'm fine.
No, you're getting in this too.
No.
Grabbing Nikolai, no. You're going down there.
Just kind of wondering what the overall state is, and if there's anything that we can do, either immediately or over time, to take care of it.
Yes. Well, if you like, I can come over and see if there is anything I can do. Our main repertoire is music, light, and healing. So hopefully that is what I can offer you.
Great. I like that one.
Hopefully true. Well, then those liking, or hopefully we find nothing, please step forwards so you can be examined.
Okay.
I will be using magic, of course, so there's no need for any going to a different room and finding a nurse for you.
Dust?
Yeah, let's...
Dust.
What?
If I come back and I have medical things, we're going to have issues.
You mean purple polka dots? I don't think you'll come back with purple polka dots.
You get the joke. Make that.
A priestess of Apollo comes forwards and asks, Nikolai, Ada, next up, please.
Nikolai slowly goes. He of all the places that Nikolai hates to go, it's priest.
You go into another room, which just is a room that, if you don't want other people to hear what's going on, you go into. There is not plexiglass, but the magica variant of it. Basically glass with the silent spell cast on it. Placed in front of it so you can tell what's on the other side, but you can't hear what's on the other side. Apollo then looks... he's not Apollo.
He might be appalled by the end of it.
He might be. Apollo looks towards both of you, and he does state, very well then. I can examine you both here. It'll just require magic and your consent. Other than that, you can do it one by one or group session, either.
One by one.
Oh,
Sure, we can go one by one. Just go ahead and decide who goes first.
Rock, paper, scissors. Shears, parchment.
Cheers, Hartman, Stone.
Yeah, boulder.
Whichever cultural way you decide to say it, it's up to you.
I haven't played it in forever. How do I do this again?
I don't know. How
You think back on it, and Fauna playing Rock beats everything. Sorry, Boulder beats everything.
So, I'll just type it. I'll type up something, and then we click at the same time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Wait, hang on, hold on. I want to see if I spelled it right before.
I don't care if I spelled it right. You're gonna know what it is. I'm ready. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wait, I'm not ready. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Nikolai goes first.
Fine.
She steps out of the room. You explain to Dust that one-on-one sessions. Make your medical things personal. Nikolai, you go in, and Paul does stay to right then. We'll be going with you first. Do you mind?
Whatever is wrong with me, just you probably dealt with things don't want to worry you, but there's a lot of things that I don't understand. So,
Like I would tell him, Apal, like, please don't attack my friend when you when you examine him.
Very well then. Very strange thing to state, but I'll make sure to keep it in mind.
what do I have to like confide? Okay, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to like ease my nerves when I'm talking to him. Like when you talk to a doctor and you know that like there's something wrong with you, but you haven't been a doctor in like 5 years, and then the doctor's like, "Oh, it's gonna be fine," and then you tell him like, "Well, I'm not actually a human. I'm actually a devil."
Oh, that's fine. There are various people out here that are devilish, demonic, and the like. Doesn't necessarily mean you're evil or destructive.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
But at any rate, do you mind if I examine you with magic?
fine.
All right, then, sign here, please. And it's just a waiver to indicate anything he finds is between you and me. It's not going to be out and about everywhere. It's your decision to tell whoever you want. However, if he does find anything problematic that could be transferred to someone else, please notify them as soon as possible.
Okay.
Don't want to give anyone the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Signing it, he then goes, very well then. He begins to examine you with his own magic, and in Celestial, you do hear these words. I don't know if Nikolai understands Celestial, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other. More or less like
No.
a song being casted out. Radiant light begins to shroud over your body, much like light covers shadows. Eventually, your entire surface is covered in this light, and then goes into your body and then comes back out in a different color than the standard white. Now it's in a grayish red tone. He then takes it up into his hand after it accumulates in front of you, and then he puts it in his own palm, never touching you, so the light just transfers into the air, and then he grabs onto the light itself. He uses Identify to detect what is about it, and then he looks towards you.
What does his
Yes.
face look like?
Very, very professional. Nikolai, you can go
Okay.
ahead and roll insight to see if like there's a tell or something. But at the exact same time, he's going to tell you what he found.
Okay, good. It's fine. I don't need to roll.
It doesn't seem heavily worried. It just seems like this man's a doctor. He's seen worse, or maybe not. You're not entirely sure. He then states towards you. Right then. He collapses the spell in front of him to shake off the light. Right. Well, it does seem here that you are currently infused with infernal energy. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just there's a whole lot of amount in it infused in there. Thankfully enough, by some means of
A lot of-
magic, it has been housed to a pipeline current rather than an entire flood heading and entering into your body. However, the more you tap into it, the more and more it'll likely corrupt your mind. Normally, this type of thing is not unnatural, as many tieflings and devil-like individuals do have these types of energy, but not in this amount. This would be more akin to someone belonging to the circle, maybe 64th circle of hell itself, or the abyss.
Okay.
As long as you continue not to, as long as you don't tap into the energies themselves any further, you should not inquire any more. Problems.
So, how do I like let the stream of things like just come to me naturally?
Hopefully they don't. If they do come into you naturally, it'll overtake your body, and your own thought process will warp into that of a demon.
Oh.
And they themselves, specifically the energies they've sensed in you, have a drive to consume and just have their own desires met before any others.
So you're saying that I'm good. I'm like perfect. Yeah, like I'm great. I'm great, right? Yeah.
As long as you
everything's
just continue
great.
not to tap into your energy, you should be fine.
Okay, thanks, Doc. I appreciate the good news. Appreciate it.
Right. I would state to tell your friends or allies, whoever you roam with, this information, but I'll leave that up to you.
Oh yeah. Of course.
All right then. If you can go ahead and send in the next patient.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, Ada, it's your turn.
How did it go?
Oh, it went great. I'm just things are flowing good.
Roll. I was about to say roll denial. Roll deception.
Denial.
Can I make a roll? to see if
Deception?
I'm lying?
Yeah.
11s. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Hang on. Let me get into that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even, it sounds weird, but he said it's fine, so maybe it's fine. Who knows? Maybe he's even better than ever. Ada, you can tell Nikolai is holding something back. It seems okay for now, but he seems to be holding something back. You're just not sure what it is.
Are you gonna go, Ada? It's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna go inside.
Go inside, close the door. Silent spell reactivates. Right then, Miss Ada, was it? Or not? I don't remember if you gave me your name, but it's fine if you didn't.
It's Ada. You
Very
can
well.
just call me.
Do you consent to me examining your magical energies with my own clerical magic?
I'm fine with whatever you're going to do with me.
Very well. Sign here, please. And he gives you the same waiver he had Nikolai sign.
Okay, she'll sign.
Yeah, you sign it. It's just basically standard practice. He then sends out the light again. It overlaps your body until it infuses into you, and it comes back out. And it is a haunting gray blackish looking color. Pitch dark, like when it's out at night. If you've ever been camping, like camping, not glamping, it's that kind of perpetual darkness. No light whatsoever. It comes out and then again floats in the air. He catches it in his palm and he casts Identify to examine it, and then wipes it off away from his hands. And then he states towards you. All right then. Well, good news is that your body is circulating properly and your blood flow is normal. The bad news is your nerve systems as well as your cell division is currently problematic. What it seems to me to indicate is that you are now under the domain of death, which just means that you are now undead. It's not completely an issue, however, you cannot be healed by standard magical practices. You will be needed to be tended to, if ever hurt, by medical professionals or using health potions and the like. Unfortunately, clerical magic and paladin magic or something of the same sort would likely cause harm to your current body. Since you have cognitive thought within your own mind, you don't seem to be a low-level tier undead, so no turn undead spell should work on you. Not unless they cast it at a great level. Ultimately, you are fine mentally, and your body is working properly. It's just unfortunately the things that tether you to the living are currently not operational.
So you're basically saying I'm useless with everything that I normally do.
No. From what I can tell, you are a caster of healing and magical arts. That itself has not been untethered. It's just you can't use it on yourself.
This won't affect anything in the future, will it?
It really depends on what you see for your future. Due to being undead, you will live a longer life than most. Unless something happens. You cannot have or bear any children, but if you're not in the whole wanting kids or looking to get married part, then you should be fine. People will, with the detect good and evil spell, be able to detect you, but again, as long as you don't lose your mind, you should be fine.
How would I know if I lost my mind?
Ultimately, you would not even remember your face or the faces of your friends and allies. So long as you still have that, so long as you still have the memories, you should be fine. Ultimately, I believe you'll be fine, Miss Ada. And to be perfectly honest, you seem to be someone strong and compassionate. If anything, you'll just become someone of great value. Just because you're undead doesn't necessarily mean that you're evil or will turn into anything truly destructive, only if you decide to be or become. I've met many a necromancer that has helped the community out.
So as long as I basically stay sane, I'm going to be fine.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
There are a few ways to treat this. That would be the true resurrection spell or the reincarnation spell. But that would involve you becoming a different individual. I unfortunately don't have these spells, but someone of higher standing might possess these spells.
Do you know anyone that does?
There is the cleric of the kingdom, and perhaps the cleric teacher in the school of the school all the way to the north that I can't remember, but you guys know that it's there. The school in the Akashic Records, which is the library you guys visited a long time ago.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So nothing else is gonna happen to me. Like none other side effects besides, not being able to heal myself or anything like that.
You won't feel pain, but you will feel the presence of something potentially hitting you or injuring you, but you won't feel it. So make sure you take care of your body appropriately. But nothing else should transpire. Not unless someone actively does something.
All right, well, thank you, Paul, for your time.
Of course. And make sure your friends, if you do decide to travel with them, are aware of these situations. So they can help you in regarding these things.
Yeah, of course, I will.
Very well then. Yeah. You begin to walk over, open the door, and Fauna's like looking towards Nikolai. Okay, so you're fine? For like the 12th time you said?
What? Yeah.
Okay. Opal's like, I don't know. I don't believe you.
What do you... I mean, yeah, like, what do you expect? Like, I got power. It's awesome. And it was... I can do a lot of cool stuff now, so...
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
yeah.
I mean, keep using it. We need all the power we have.
Totally.
Whisper then looks towards Ada. So Ada, anything you want to share or hide or whatever Nikolai's doing?
What are you I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah, okay. We totally believe in Nikolai.
Okay, well, I have to go do something because I gotta go
No.
talk to a guy. I hope you're. What?
Where are you going?
What do you mean? I'm going to talk to the guy that has the
What
guy?
the claw game. I told him I would go back to him.
You did say that. I don't think you can technically play the game, but you can go back.
Well, no, I can play the game. It's been 24 hours.
It's every other day.
What do you mean what? That's a new rule.
That is not a new rule.
No. Okay, fine. I'll go play the duck game again.
Like, I suppose you can play the game once it hits midnight and he's still there.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Like, you can definitely find him again.
I just wanted to pester him. Okay, fine. Ada, what happened to you?
Long story short, I'm an undead now. I'm undead. That's the easy way to say it. Mm-hmm. Am I happy about it? Not really.
So you, I don't know what to say.
Whisper looks towards you. Anything else?
Well, as long as I stay sane, which is pretty hard, I won't do as Glacia says and attack all of you. And won't lose my memories. And I can't heal myself anymore. I could still heal all of you, but I can't do the same with myself. Yeah, that's a light part of it, I guess. Not really light, it's more heavy, but it's something.
Okay. Well, I have dealt with undead before, but like low-level tiered undead, and honestly, Ada, you're probably like high-tier undead. It's not flattery, I'm just telling you how it is what Whisper says. Most of them are pretty mindless, so you're probably higher than that. And there's probably a way to fix this. Okay,
Well,
we need to find
there-
someone for that, but I suppose that can wait later on as long as you feel you're still okay.
Right now, no. I mean, Paul said I'm okay, but I don't feel okay.
He said you're okay? Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, good.
Well, we got time. Let's. I think what we should mainly do today is finish up anything that you want to do today, and gather
Yeah.
supplies for our trip.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to get. We'll want to be sure to get plenty of water.
I mean, sure.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
I had to go to the post office if anyone wants to join me. Or Out of Game Doggo, what is it called? Did we ever figure out the name? Is it out? What is the Harry Potter term for
I forget. I'm gonna say we can call it the aviary.
aviary?
Yeah, or we can just call it the post office.
the Avery is good.
Aviary or Avery?
Aviary?
And yeah, Avery, like
Aviary.
Dogman's getting it right. So like in
Okay.
Harry Potter, they call it the Owlery,
That's how you say it. Okay.
but
Alright.
that's because there's just owls in there.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna go with fast birds, just like hawks, eagles, and things of that nature. Not owls. One of the slowest birds out there.
They've also proven that owls would not be able to carry even letters.
It's Harry Potter, okay.
Like
they-
thematically, it's cool, but not the best choice.
Yeah.
You head over to the aviary. I don't know what Nikolai is gonna do afterwards, but man, I forgot who I gave you. I think it was just a punk teenager.
What now?
What? Oh, for the duck?
Oh no. I don't
No.
need to do that.
No. I mean for the post office. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be someone new now.
Give me a dwarf the first time, I believe, and the second time was a teenager.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a teenager again. It's like maybe their first day, maybe second day. Still upright start. Just got out of class. 16-year-old maybe. I don't know. I can't tell with anime sometimes. She just looks towards you. Oh, hello there. My name's Molly. It's a pleasure to meet you. What can I help you with today?
Is it still possible to set out a few more letters?
Oh, yes. We don't have the birds going out until 2 hours from now.
Okay. Ada's gonna pull out 3 folded pieces of paper because she never got an envelope for them. Do you have envelopes I can possibly use
Of
along
course.
with stamp?
They cost 2 copper. You can offhandedly give her 2 copper. She gives you a stamp. She gives you a big envelope so she can put all 3 inside.
I would have gone with Ada.
Okay, I'm gonna go look around for some shops before we leave.
Chloe's going on shopping spree.
Yeah. And one thing that I will do is I'll be like, I would also actually like to send some letters. I'll just need a moment to quickly write them up.
Of course, sir.
And
Actually, instead of 1 envelope, can you possibly give me 3 different envelopes?
Oh, okay. She begins to unfold the envelope she was gonna do, and then gets 3 others. It's maybe her second day, so she's still okay with people cutting up the work she was already doing. She gives you 3 envelopes, begins to prepare those. Hopefully, don't do this again. In her mind, I don't care. It's that thing oh, new job. Oh, I'm already dealing with customers that changed their mind at the very last second.
I don't know. She just she just gave me a very large envelope.
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
It's very weird. She just thought it'd be better. Either way, it's neither here or there. Dust, you begin to write, and who are you writing to?
okay, I'm gonna be writing 3 letters.
Okay.
Ooh.
One of them will be to my family. Just essentially saying, hey, I'm coming home. I'm leaving from whatever city we're in currently. I'll be there in about a week. Hope you're doing good. Just kind of along those lines. The second letter will be to Himda, my mentor. Very much along the same thing. And there will be also a little bit of, hey, I've met with some of the admirals, and that there's a major task that I wish to get not necessarily some advice on as well. So, and that I'll be there in about a week or so.
Okay.
Third letter will actually be to Emily.
Oh.
And it will be just essentially say, hey, I'm doing great. Was thinking about you. I'm going to be in Yupta for a little while, so I might be able to every once in a while go up and visit her for a little bit, for a couple days.
Yeah, it only takes a couple days to get there.
Yeah, and just basically kind of said, hey, I'm thinking about you, and then this and this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Writing these letters, she makes sure to tell you how many envelopes you need versus how many she thinks you need.
With paper, I would just send. I will need 3 envelopes, and I'm more than happy to pay for anything. And then, if you have any extra troubles, I would compensate you for that as well.
No, it's okay. I probably should have asked instead of just giving you something. Sorry, miss. She hands Dust 3 envelopes and 3 stamps. It does cost only 2 copper, regardless. Thankfully enough, a whole lot of people are sending messages right now, so prices are low. Quantitative demand meets price kind of thing. Unless I'm doing it wrong, either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't cost that much to begin with. Anyways, you begin to write these letters, fold them, enclose them. She stacks them up, notices that they're going into, 2 of them are going into the same place and one of them not, so she makes sure to set that aside to go to that direction. Closes them, stamps them, marks them with the seal, looks towards Ada. Are you ready as well, miss?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your letters?
Oh, right. Hang on. I'm so sorry. This is my own mistake. I have one more letter. Could I have one more envelope? And then I'm ready.
Oh, okay. She gives you another envelope.
All right. She's writing 4 envelopes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to specifically explain how I'm gonna write them, or Ada's gonna write them, until I guess I'll send it to all of you later. But she's gonna send one to, send 2 of them to her 2 older brothers, one to her older sister, and the last one is to for her younger siblings, because they'll be all together.
Yeah. You write these down, write out the messages, fold them, enclose them, and hand it back. Same kind of thing. She marks them heading towards mostly the same city, just not the exact same location. She takes note of that, writes them, closes them together in the same exact area. She then states, all right then, sir, miss, if there's anything else, just let me know. I'll be here for the next 2 hours, then my shift will end.
All right, thank you. You're doing great, by the way.
Thank you. Honestly relieved by that and glad that he said you're doing a good job. She is honestly grateful. If there's anything else, you can easily head out.
Do you have anything else you need to send us?
No, I'm good. I only had those three letters.
Yeah.
To send.
As you leave, you guys can easily tell that she has a bright, chipper smile on her face. It's definitely that kind of thing, like new job, new stresses, dealing with them. Ada in the background, you can hear some guy just shouting towards her, "Hey lady, I need another envelope. This thing keeps ripping. Sir, if you like, I can do it." "I'm not someone that needs your help. All I need is more paper." She's going to have a long day ahead of her.
Ouch. All right, so where to? Should we go find the others, or do you have something else you need to do?
Well, we do need to gather some supplies. And
the feed for the camels is supplied, but you need your own stuff.
Yeah. Just like supplies, and so I think we'll go around there, and then I'll be looking around just to get some gemstones and whatnot. Just going around seeing what there is and getting materials for crafting.
Yeah. This destination will more or less round maybe a week, maybe less, dependent. But if you want to be careful, probably get supplies for a week. A ration costs around 10 copper for one. I think we went with a silver for 10 because that is mathematically correct. So you can definitely get rations if you need them.
Yeah, I'll get 60 rations.
Yeah. I should probably make them more expensive, but not by much because people, do use them to eat. But yeah.
Question: Is it one ration per day or is it per meal?
Per day.
Per day. Okay.
Like these things are used as more or less a last resort to get the calories you need.
Okay.
Well, not like a last resort. It's like I didn't make breakfast, might as well eat this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'll
can also
get
just
that.
be flavored like ingredients. So if Dust uses them for things, you can definitely do that as well.
No, like I'll be getting some things like all truths and purposes. We got an extra camel that we can load up with a bunch of things.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll be like just getting a bunch of supplies. Let's say I end up using 2 golds worth on just supplies.
Yeah, you get general supplies, rations, ingredients, and things of that nature if you don't want to just eat rations. You
Yeah.
definitely get some water skins for the group as well. And if not, just resupplying with some gallons since you are going into the desert.
Mhm.
That being the case, you're also going with a caravan, so hopefully some of them will have supplies here and there as well, if need be. Both of you head out into the streets, finding some gems sellers. And is there specific gems you're looking for, Dust, or anything else you're looking for, Ada?
There was a certain mineral that I have, but I can just essentially say that I picked that up back when we were in Dawn
Yeah.
because essentially I picked up some I picked up a bunch of minerals from that one guy, from that dwarf chanter. So I'll just say that the mineral that I'm wanting I picked up.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, it'll be just like general. I'm just going around looking for decent prices and gemstones.
Yeah, you definitely find gemstones worth the values of between 5 gold up to 100 gold, and ones going all the way up to 1,000 gold. So you can definitely have your plethora of gemstones if you'd like. That being the case, though, if it's anything heavily specific, just let me know.
Yeah. What I'll say is, I gotta look at how much gold I have. I'm gonna spend 500 gold on various gemstones.
Yeah.
So
you definitely find, and they also toss in some non-gemstone minerals that look very pretty if you know how to use them. So you find some quartz crystal, you find some diamonds, emeralds, rubies, opals, and things of that nature.
okay.
You have like a whole cache of mixed minerals and jewels.
Okay.
Ada, is there anything you're looking for?
No, it's just there to help Dust. Either with carrying all his supplies so he has enough room to buy the jewels and keep them somewhere. She's just there for the ride.
Yeah. You help out Dust with carrying capacity and making sure that things go well. And I suppose the one good thing about being undead is if you ever had to carry a whole bunch of grocery bags and you feel that weird pain because they dig into your hand, you don't feel that. Bonus.
That's the greatest bonus out there.
In the meantime, Nikolai, what are you doing on the streets?
Okay. So I sent you a thing.
Oh.
a few little items that I'm looking for. You don't have to have all of them, but I'm just like gonna throw some in there so you have an idea. Whoops, didn't mean to do that all at the one time. Edit message. I'm gonna put more in there. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Doop, 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 doop. And price-wise, you can go with whatever feels normal for you. But that's what I'm like looking for, and something that Nikolai would just play. I don't know. It's just something that I'd probably trade for, or like I don't know, depending on how much price-wise. Oh, she looks cool.
Yeah. All right. Entering the shop, you ask Mariel, hey, do you have these things? And she does state.
Do you have any stabs or any kind of cool items that you might be selling? I'm open for trades.
Oh, well, of course, sir. I do have plenty of things here and there. Let me see here on the list you have given me and provided for me.
I mean, Nikolai, I don't know if Nikolai would know about those things or not, but...
Under the descriptors of things you want done.
Maybe something that has interesting, powerful items to it. Maybe some items that are able to give extra spells or some kind of... I'm actually looking for a staff. I've never had a staff before.
We do have a few things. Like one of these things that you made mention, we do have. It's very rare. It's known as the Ring of Shooting Stars. However, it is a bit pricey. Unfortunately, it is 14,000 gold. So I'm not saying you don't have that amount. I'm just saying that be careful on what you ask for or what might be allotted here. I can round it down for you since this is festival time. So I can go down to maybe 7,000 gold if you have it.
I don't have that much on me, but I could... I'd be interested in Sorry, that was the one I looked the least into.
Basically requires attunement. While wearing the ring in dim light or darkness, you can cast dancing lights and light from the ring at will. Casting either spell from the ring requires an action. The ring has 6 charges for the following other properties, which currently I forgot to open. The ring has 6 charges for the following properties. The ring regains 1d6 expanded charges daily at dawn. Fairy Fire, Ball Lightning. Each has their own special charge thing. You can decide if this is something you want. This is a very good item, by the way.
Yeah,
so, you know,
I mean,
up to you if you want to go for the very, very low cost of 7,000
seems very
gold.
interesting. Do you have any... I'll think about that one. Do you have anything else, possibly?
Of course. Let's see here. She goes and comes over. We do have a Cube of Force, but again, that is very costly at 16,000 gold. But again, willing to reduce it down thanks to Carnival Time. So 8,000 gold at half price.
I will... I have some items I could trade to you for that if you're willing to.
I suppose dependent on what they are.
I have... I think there's I place I don't know if it was a dagger flame tongue or if it was just a short sword flame tongue. but I had a flame tongue sword, so I placed that on the counter.
I think it's a flame tongue sword that you could be whatever sword you wanted.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you said it was a dagger. Well, I couldn't because it's weird because
I think I said you could
I
make
can
it
only-
a dagger since you could use
I
a
can
dagger.
only use daggers, so
Yeah.
but it doesn't become a dagger normally. So yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really use it. So I'm gonna sell that. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Flame tongue. That would mean a good amount of cost. I would be able to yes, I could resell this for a good amount, but it would only cover roughly 4,000 gold.
Okay.
The standard price, unused, already made by a very high-end maker and craftsman would be at 5,000, but I can only give you 4,000. So if you have anything else to add to it in addition for the extra 3,000 gold, you're more than welcome to.
How much gold was it?
8,000.
Ah. And you said there was 4,000 left.
Yes. Technically, I
Wow.
said it was 3,000 left, but because I don't do math, well,
Yeah.
yeah, 4,000 left.
I have. I think.
She gives you the descriptor of what it can do. Here's just a link
Mhm.
in Roll20, where it comes from.
I have that. I don't think I have it. I mean, other than magic, I'm willing of departing. I mean, I can't. I think the lightning wand. I mean, I could give that away, but it's kind of a good one. I'm thinking about giving her my ice knife cloak. I don't know if she would take that or not, but
I mean, as long as you tell her what it does, she could repurpose
so
it.
I have this cloak. It's a cloak on. Actually, it kind of keeps me cool, so maybe I shouldn't take that because we're going in the desert. So, never mind. Oh, would I give her? That's like one of the first items I had. Yeah, why not? I don't need it anymore. I'm not gonna use it. Okay. I'm gonna put the gem I have on the table, and I'm gonna.
Invisibility?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know, right? I give her I put the invisibility gem on the table.
Okay. You give her that gem, and she examines it. Man, I forget the specific name for it. I think it's in 3rd edition D&D. Appraisal. She casts the
Mhm.
appraisal spell on it, and then she looks towards you. This is Now, this is definitely something that's been made outside of normal means, but that doesn't necessarily say it doesn't have any value in it. In fact, this will cover the rest of the cost for the Cube of Force if that is what you desire. But it will also, in addition, give you some change of 800 gold remainder.
Okay. I think that's fine with me.
Very well then. She writes up a list of things, of other things. If you're trying to look for them, she tells you about
Okay.
the Staff of Withering, the Staff of Power, the Staff of Frost, the Staff of Thunder Lightning. Unfortunately, though, she only has the Staff of Power and the Staff of Frost.
Okay, so actually, the Staff of Frost, of all those things, that's another really good one because Nikolai, that would those, if I got the Staff of Frost, would that allow me to use those spells with my feats?
She will tell you before you ask that, yes. But she will also tell you the price range. The Staff of Frost is 26,000 gold. The Staff of Power is 95,000 plus 500 gold.
Hey, yeah, I can stick with the Cube of Force. That'll be fine for now. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, she doesn't have the Staff of Withering or the Staff of Thunder Lightning.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, Thank you. And let me deleting the
Okay,
flame tongue
And don't forget to add 800 gold.
and deleting the invisibility gem that I've
Because, of
had
course, she would give you your change.
for so long, and it's gone. That was I don't know why, that was a painful one, but yeah.
True.
Cuba Force is pretty interesting, though.
It is. That being said, though, she does have this ring of shooting stars. Like, maybe if you get your friends here, you could pool your
Yeah.
money.
I mean, the Ring of Shooting Stars is interesting. It feels like it's more of a, like, oh, I don't really have any spells left, or like something that is like extra when you're fighting, then you can just like have that also. If you don't have a, like, yeah, but it's a good thing to have in your back pocket kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's here, and it's here for the next 24 hours. You can
Okay.
also tell that her stuff is also half-packed, so she's not going to be here in the morning, but it's midday, so you still have time
Okay.
if you wanted. That being
Gotcha.
the case, though, Muriel does state, if there's anything else, sir, please let us know. Otherwise, have a good day.
Thank you.
Of course. Whisper, Opal, Fauna do their own shopping while they're with you. Opal gets some magical stuff. She doesn't tell you what it is. She gets it in a brown bag, unnamed, unregistered, towards her name. She pays with cash because she doesn't want it traced towards her. Opal does the exact same thing. Fauna gets a new staff. Not telling you what they are because they're not yours.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Nikolai, roll insight to see what it is.
Insight. Ooh.
Everything's pretty good.
Uh,
All right, you can choose two people and see what new gear they got. Who do you choose?
Whisper.
Okay.
Opal.
From what you can tell, Whisper does have what appears to be two new daggers. They seem to be intricately ornate and decorative, but not in the same sort of way the prior ones were. These are known as recall daggers. She can use them basically infinitely. When stabbing into someone or into something, they get recalled back into her hand. But they also have another feat known as Venom's Vial, which you really technically don't know, but when she was pointing to them, there's like a little descriptor card next to the item to tell you what it does. And Venom's Vial is basically a very dangerous substance that is infused with the metal of the blade. So unless you're not an expert, don't ever touch this thing. There is a 10% chance of petrification.
Wow, that's not good. Okay.
Whisper herself doesn't do magic, doesn't have magic, but from time to time does carry magical items because she might need it. You've never seen her use magic, but you do see that she bought a whole bunch of things, air quotes, to do magic with. In other words, out-of-game components. You just never seen her cast a spell because she can't, technically. But she bought a lot of components. Like a lot of them.
Wait. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this works. This is interesting. The Cube of Force thing. So you have to, if you press one side, the side of the number on that side detracts from the charges.
I'm just going to read it out loud so everyone else can hear. This cube is about an inch across. Each face has a distinct marking on it that can be pressed. The cube starts with 3d6 charges and it regains 1d20
Yep.
expanded charges daily at dawn.
Oh,
You can use an
Where is
action
this
to press one of the cube faces, expanding a number of charges based on the chosen face. So yes, as chosen on the Cube of Force faces table. Each face has a different effect. If the cube has insufficient charges remaining, nothing happens. Otherwise, a barrier of invisible force springs into existence, forming a cube 15 feet on a side. The barrier is centered on you, moving with you, and lasts for 1 minute. Until you use an action to press the cube's sixth face, or the cube runs out of charges, you can change the barrier's effect by pressing a different face of the cube and expanding the requisite.
Requested.
Sure.
Requisite.
Probably. Requisite. Thank you.
Yeah, there you
number
go.
of charges. I've never seen that spelled out. Number of charges. Resetting the duration. If your movement causes the barrier to come into contact with a solid object that can't pass through the cube, you can't move any closer to that object as long as the barrier remains. And then Cube of Force faces, it tells you the effects of the faces.
Okay, so on the right side, so like one you can, so on the left, okay, the left side is like activating it. Well, so why is there why is there a 6 and a 0 on the bottom one?
I don't know. If I had to guess, typo?
I don't know. It's interesting. So like I'm wondering, does it cost? So the barrier deactivates. Does that mean like, so if you press like, let's say like I press like a 5, so like nothing can come in or out of the barrier. So like saying there's a 15-foot force wall for a minute, and the only thing that can affect it are the spells from down below that makes it lose charges. But so if I press and if I have it and I'm like, wait, I want to get out of the barrier, or like I want to stop the barrier so that we can do something, does it cost 0 charges to deactivate it, or does it cost 6?
I honestly don't know.
Okay,
The way
we'll
it
have
looks
to go
like,
with it.
from what I can read, it seems like if you press the 6 face, it'll probably cost 6 charges to deactivate. 0 likely means if it has no charges, it just deactivates automatically.
Oh, so you're saying, okay, so if I like press the barrier, like press 2, and that means that nothing can come in or out, but it can phase through like anything that's not living. And then if I'm like, okay, I want to turn it off, I press the 6, and so that's 8 charges that I've used.
Yeah.
It says you said 3d6, it's 36.
36, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I spent a lot of time doing that, but good,
It
good
is
explaining.
fine. It's a new item.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have that. It's now yours. You know where to get other things as well.
Cool.
Whisper got her new petrification daggers, and Opal has a whole bunch of magic components. You don't know what's gonna happen there.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be crazy.
And then Fauna's the only one that you don't know what she got.
Okay.
But you begin to head out, and eventually you do meet each other on the road while window shopping.
Hey, look what I thought, like, and then I hand Dust the metal cube that I got, not the other metal cube that I got.
The cube that you just
Horse?
bought.
No, well, you don't know that I got that, did you?
The movable cube.
Yeah, I put it in your hand.
What? What's this? No,
It's
just kind
a
of,
cube. I got this nice cube.
and it'll just kind of be like Dust will just have it in his hand and try to move it, and he's like, "What?"
It doesn't move.
No, sorry, that was the wrong cube, and then I hand him the other cube.
Okay, just in case, Dust, go ahead and roll athletics. See if you can move it.
Do not have very high expectations.
Oh
No.
my god.
Oh,
It's like
Whoa,
stuck in
okay.
there. It feels like you're miming, pretending like there's something there, trying to move it, but it's not moving.
Yeah.
Nikolai quickly takes it back since he's attuned to it, and then just shows you the other cube.
same size, which is funny because one's in 1-inch cube and another one's in a 1-inch cube, but they
That's
have
very
buttons on them.
Dust, based on how it's red and how magic and constructions of this type of thing. This is a very powerful item. It's very, very fitting into Nikolai's style, and it could be a potential barrier of defense if need be. Based off of the language is written in, which is likely Draconic or Primordial, which you probably know both. You can tell like what each side does.
Nice. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you go.
Thank you.
Is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Whisper does state, yeah, we basically just went shopping. You guys had fun at the post office?
Yeah, we were able to send off some letters. My family does know. I'd let the family know that we are coming. My family, so we should have a place to stay there. So.
All right. Opal then states, all right, honestly, don't really have anything to do today, so unless you guys do, probably just gonna drink and find people.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm pretty much good for the day.
I'm probably just gonna be on my own for a little bit. I still have, all this to process.
More than fair?
I will probably be just wandering around looking for inspiration for items to make.
Yeah. Wandering the streets, you guys can tell that there are things happening here and there, but nothing so major that it draws your eye or ire, depending on how you see things. You guys can tell that it is an eventful day, and it's likely the last day this festival will see, because, last day, and no one really sticks around unless you really need to sell your things on the technical very last day. People are drinking their last drink, spending the coin they've saved up for the year, and honestly just enjoying themselves for the rest of it. Ada, you are able to spend some alone time thinking and pondering on things that have transpired. Dust, you are able to find a few things here and there that people are doing in the streets that give you inspiration on things. Some people are making jewelry, other of them are selling jewelry to other people. You see some people carrying wands, carrying brooms, carrying buckets, pans, and the little things, and you think to yourself, man, if we can probably put magic in these things, it'd probably make life a whole lot easier. Nikolai, you begin to wander the streets with a couple of the people in your group. Who knows if it's Dust or if it's just the squad? Who can honestly say? But you do see some individuals wandering the streets, some couples here and there, and you think to yourself, I should probably call her in an hour. In an hour.
No, I'm not gonna call her.
I know. It's I should probably call her in an hour. An hour passes. A little bit. I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah. I don't know. She's definitely has stuff going on. I don't need it. She's still on vacation. I don't need it. Nah, Nikolai's not.
It's very much going to be the point where when he does call, he's going to get an earful.
No, Nikolai isn't going to call her.
No, I never expected you to. I'm just making sure that you're aware that I still remember that.
I think about it every time we start the session.
Oh, the relationship. I feel bad for it.
Oh yeah, it's something that I'm dreading. I am dreading. I'm literally having to It's oh no, I have to. How is it gonna do? Oh man.
Yeah. But looking at Nikolai first before he goes into that pensive thoughts, you can tell that something is off about you. It's not because you just visited a doctor and you were told that something's up. You begin to wander the streets with the squad. I'm just gonna say you're with the squad, and like Dust is hanging out with Fauna. So you're dealing with the main squad. You can tell that something is up with you while you're wandering the street, just hanging out and relaxing. Like,
Yes.
other than the whole demon energy thing that could corrupt you one day, you haven't triggered any wild magic, which is weird. You've never thought about it because you've been dealing with your own mental situation right now. But now that you had a time to think on it, you realize that it hasn't procced yet. Do you try to attempt anything, or do you just count your blessings?
I feel like there's some. I mean, Nikolai would be like, okay. I feel like I'm split here a little bit between character and player, but so I feel like I think Nikolai would be. I want to go off like a Reddit term here, like mildly concerned, but not really worried, kind of.
Yeah. You definitely think on it, but at the exact same time, it's not a heavily concerning thing because it hasn't affected you dramatically.
Yeah, I feel like he would be like, oh well, I have this to worry about. It's not really something that, oh, should I like, is it bad that it's gone, or is it something different, or I don't know. Maybe I just, because normally I can roll. Like, I don't know. I'll just like, he would probably test something out. Like, what if he walks over to somebody and like, be like, oh hey, and he just, I don't know. I'm thinking he'd walk around and then be like, what if he tries to like affect somebody, like he's watching somebody and they're trying to pick something up, or like he watches like something and he tries to like figure out if something else was gonna happen, or if he like you know how you like do bend luck, or I do bend luck, and then somebody like I can change the outcome or kind of like a little bit. Maybe he would just like mess with, like trying to toy with it a little bit as he's walking around.
Yeah. You definitely begin to like wander the streets using like low-level magic and enough low-level magic that it might proc something. You definitely feel a strange surge of energy from time to time, but nothing ever pops off. And Nikolai, I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Perception. Okay. Okay.
That is very good. Okay. While you're wandering the streets and people in your team are more or less talking with you, you can tell that, well, for one, the magic really isn't affecting you. When Whisper and Opal are busy talking with Fauna, you like begin to test your magic out in the environment. And looking around in your environment, you do see some happenstance that is going on. When you cast some of your spells,
Alarm.
At the
I
very-
would just like.
yeah, at the very end of your vision, 3 blocks down the road, you do see that someone's door just swings open on someone else's face, hitting them, causing them to fall over someone else, causing that person to fall over, hitting someone else in the face. That person then goes in for a swing, causing a chaotic domino effect within that street. You're not sure if it was the alarm spell or not, but when you do it again, not the alarm spell specifically, but like let's say you cast a low-level ice knife into a back alley that no one's in.
I'd probably just cause, like, maybe throw like a, I don't know, a darkness spell, like in a little isolated area. I don't know.
Yeah, you easily do so, and look around to see if anything has happened. And in a back alley street where someone's currently walking through with their purse in hand, the man in question then immediately looks around as if they can't see, and then something in the distance comes out and attacks them. It seems to be a large vampire bat, just goes in and sinks their teeth into their neck. They quickly rush out of the area, pass you by. Whisper goes and looks at them, goes, Okay, that's weird. Why are vampire bats out in the middle of the day? Immediately, that man rushes into a crowded room. It hits someone else. A mother with currently her food and supplies for maybe the week or the day. They hit the ground. The man currently goes in and tumbles into a fountain and is currently being eaten alive by that vampire bat. Whisper quickly goes over there, kills the bat, and brings that man out of the water.
No. No. What's this called? I can't remember what this is called. Okay. This is gonna sound really dumb, but and like a weird, like a very niche like reference. But has anybody ever seen this TV series Heroes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all of it, though.
Oh, okay. So
I've never heard of it.
there's so they basically like in more relatable terms, like so mutants like in is that those Marvel comics, they have like they're not normal humans. So but in Heroes they're I don't know what to call them, like I don't know what they're called, but they have like a tick or some kind of different augmentation to the person that lets them do super abilities. I think it's like season 2 or season 3 or something. There's a guy that has the ability to like change outcomes so that his thing that he does, he can do things that are just improbable. So like he can flick a coin and it like lands inside a vending machine, or he can like shoot a like, or if he throws like a bottle into a trash can, it will like ricochet 3 times before it goes in the trash can. And like he does things where it's like you wouldn't expect it to happen, but he does it intentionally, where it's like so improbable, it's like less than like, it's like a 1 in a million probability that it happens, but he does it all the time.
I like the idea, and maybe that's kind of how it's going, and maybe there's a way for you to do that, but from what you currently understand of it, the magic is still triggering. The wild magic is still triggering, just not on you. It seems like a random individual within the vicinity or your area. And since you've been in a town most of this time, you've never seen it proc because it has been happening with you.
Yeah, okay. But I noticed it. I noticed something happening.
You notice it now.
Okay, so interesting. Nikolai would just like look at around and be like, Whisper, what has happened with that guy?
She's currently soaking because she killed the bat. Don't know. He said he was blinded in the alleyway by a bat. Quickly ran out because he couldn't see anything. Accidentally hit someone and then found in a fountain.
Yeah, I was hey, come over here for a second. I just like talk to Whisper by herself. I don't know if Ada can hear me or not, but I try to make it so she can.
I think Ada's alone.
Yeah, Ada left.
Technically, this is how the groups are.
So I threw a darkness spell in the alley, but then I didn't have anything to do with the bat. I didn't even know it was there. But then the guy got attacked, and I was just trying to like see if my magic would make the chaotic thing happen. But it didn't happen to me. The guy did something, and he went into like a spiral, and then he like fell over and stuff.
Okay, concerning. Like, I only know my magical things. I don't know what's going on, but maybe don't cast magic in the city until we figure this out.
Well, what? Yeah, but what if I'm not causing magic to happen to like randomly affect me, but if it's randomly affecting people that are in the vicinity, that means if we get into a combat situation, it might randomly affect one of you guys.
Potentially, or the enemy. Again, not a magical expert here. So
Well, who is? Do you want me to talk to Opal?
I don't know.
I'm trying to. I feel there's so many things. There's so many things going on right now. I have a girlfriend that I don't know is gonna be my girlfriend, and I have a devil that's trying to like possess me on the inside, like corrupt my body. And okay, you didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw something at you that you didn't understand. Okay, never mind.
No, I could probably figure it out.
Oh, stop it! Stop pretending like you know all the details when I didn't tell you, but you secretly knew. Just be like, like pretend to be sorry for me, or like pretend to have like, I don't know, empathy or something. I don't know.
I mean, I haven't been bringing it up in conversation, so.
Whisper, I need to work on being more open about my problems, and I say this out of being your friend. You need to be more open about caring for people that care for you.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's just looking at you, not cutting eye contact.
Okay, so good that we got that out there. Okay, I don't know what to do from here, but if it comes up and a weird thing happens, that's why. And we can tell everybody else then, or later.
Sure. Mum's the word.
Who's mum?
Just a saying.
Oh, okay, like don't talk about it. Okay, good.
Okay. Anyways, Opal, like 20 feet away, looks towards you guys. You guys done talking?
Yeah.
Okay, weirdos. You could have just said not listen to your conversation. It's not like you were saying anything important.
Did you what?
I'm just giving you sass.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyways, she mainly gave you a sassy tone because you left her out of the conversation.
Yeah, is it demon? Oh, sorry, I'm reading what Ada said.
Oh.
Wait. Oh yeah, yours a demon. Mine's a devil thing. Wait, what? Is
Other
the
way
other way
around.
around?
Other way around.
Now I'm getting it mixed up.
Nikolai, yours is a demon. Ada's formerly was a devil.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I don't know what I said before.
You said devil.
Okay, whatever.
I'm just saying it as a joke.
Yeah. At any rate, you guys begin to continue on your day, and it sounds like a pleasant one. From time to time, Nikolai, you begin to cast small magics here and there, nothing heavily violent. And you do see like things here and there happening around you, like someone dropping water here and there, someone dropping a bucket, Whisper accidentally hitting someone in the shoulder, bumping into them. She doesn't apologize. The man like shouts towards her while you guys are walking away. Hey, you bumped into me. Did you steal my wallet or something? And she's like, no, if I did, you'd be dead. Is that a threat? No, it's literal information I'm giving you. You would be dead. No witnesses. He walks away concerned.
Opal. I have an idea.
Okay.
Do you want to mess with somebody?
Not right now.
What do you mean not right now? We're having fun.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, so you said Opal. I don't know if you meant Whisper, because Opal has no idea what you're doing.
I mean Opal and Whisper, but Opal doesn't know, but I want to put her in.
Yeah, so she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Whisper is like, as long as it doesn't kill anyone, we're currently still down.
We should be fine. Okay. So, you remember the guy with the crane? The little, like, box game that you, like, take the claw?
The Furball dude? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go mess with him because I learned that I have, like, magic that I can mess with people indirectly.
Okay, that's new. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that why your magic hasn't been triggering on you this entire time?
Yes.
Okay, that's concerning, but let's see what happens. You guys eventually find the Furball young man.
I love this guy.
He's currently in the background, not visible. currently helping out a young mother and daughter pair, like working on the machine. The mother is currently like trying to get a present for her daughter. Eventually, she gives up. Unfortunately, she does not make it. The daughter is upset, but ultimately understands, and they both head out.
I will stand. I'll stand like at a different stall, trying to like play it. But at a distance where I can see this guys, and I'm gonna cast elemental hex on the furball guy.
Okay.
And I mean I would choose like, I don't know, just like acid.
Well, this man has a wisdom of 1+1, but that's a 2.
I would choose acid. So
Yeah.
just something that he wouldn't run into. I mean, unless of random magic events that are horrible. But yeah,
You infuse, well, don't infuse, but you target this man with your magic, just causing an elemental acid hex on him. And you can tell that this is latching onto him, but you don't know for sure if this random effect will affect him personally. I'm just
Okay.
gonna roll something. 12. Yeah. I rolled to see if I'll just give it to you. Above 10, and I'm giving it to you. 12
Okay.
is above 10. The man looks around as if he felt something scratch his neck, and then wanders towards the machine, making sure he gets the coins out from the machine itself, because they go in there. And when he's doing that, the device begins to weirdly move and like bob here and there to the left and right, as if in the middle of an earthquake, but nothing else around it is moving it. The young furball goes, well, that's weird. He hits it on the side thinking that it'll help and it'll fix it. But then immediately the grease that is working some of the contraptions spews out near his pants and begins to cause sleek on the ground, causing him to just slip in it and hit his face in the machine itself. He hits the ground and is just horribly upset. He's just like, why this week? What is going on? He's just been having a bad week.
Oh wow! Did you see that? And I whisper to like whisper an Opal.
Whisper like goes, I mean, great joke, but why do you keep aiming after this guy?
I don't know. He's an easy target, I guess.
I guess fair. Opal then looks towards you. Okay, concerning with your magic thing, gonna study up on that while we're on the
Okay.
road.
I'm gonna go help that guy because I feel bad for him also. But it was hilarious. I'll go help him up.
Yeah, you help him up. Honestly, he's just glad someone's helping him up, even if it's you, Nikolai.
And I cast. I'll just cast Druidcraft on him just to like.
Yeah,
know,
you help unstain his clothing. It honestly was hot because the oil was heated to maybe an acid state. Who's to say?
Oh gosh.
He has chemical burns.
Oh my goodness.
He'll be fine. There's a whole bunch of clerics in the area.
Yeah.
Like for sure, you can feel bad. I'm not saying you don't have to.
Yeah. Hey, you've given me. I feel like I've gotten really lucky with the things that I got from the crane. You should.
Sure.
Here. I give him. I have 5 pieces of platinum, and I give him 5 pieces of platinum.
He's not like immediately happy, but he does smile because this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Thanks. I guess this does meet my quota for the week. Like honestly, been having a really tough week. First your group and getting all the prizes, and then like a whole bunch of random things happening, especially today. Just 2 days ago, I accidentally slipped on the banana peel and slipped down a whole bunch of stairs while I was doing the mood spirit walk in the middle of the night.
Wait, what? Where were you? What street were you on?
2nd Street to the main road, and Nikolai, you know where you're on the main road during your whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It might have been you, or it might have been bad luck.
I mean, at this point, I feel like I assume that things that happen to somebody might be my fault. So,
Honestly, you don't know, which is the main problem.
yeah.
But he just honestly grateful, and since you did give him good enough money to meet his quota, which just basically means enough people have played the game, so he's made the money back, even if the prizes are lost, air quotes.
Yeah.
He is fine. Honestly, thank you. And
You're
sorry I've been giving you a hard time. It's just my bosses have been riding up my butt this entire time. Were currently just like showing off these machines to people here and there. In other cities, they have like other showings of other devices and things of that nature.
How much do you normally make? Like, do you go around everywhere and do this?
Me and a few other people, yeah. Like I myself make like small pockets of change of silver and gold. Nothing massive since my stuff is not that heavily expensive. But honestly, this amount of platinum will cover everything. But a few other people have like other gadgets and devices. One person that I know is currently in another city showing off these weird automatons. They're called like he like lays a piece of paper, Warforge or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I don't make that much money, but you know, I get by.
Do you like doing it?
It's a job.
Well, what would you want to do?
I don't know. I didn't go to the Academy of Isle, so I can't really do magic. Don't have the degree for it. I don't know. Maybe singing? I'm a great
You
singer.
like singing?
Roll insight if you want.
I was actually gonna be like, hey, can you like? I was gonna see if he would harmonize with me for a second.
He'll try, but immediately you can tell he is death tone. He can't pick up a tune even with a bucket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
You help this man out along the day.
Well, I was gonna be like, hey, I was gonna be like, be like, how much money would it take for you to just go put some money away? I don't know. We have banks. Yeah, there's banks here, right?
Yeah, a
guessing.
variant of a bank.
Okay. How much money would it take for you to just stop what you're doing and go do what you want to do?
Honestly, probably. He like looks at the platinum coins. Probably 10 platinum coins.
10 platinum?
Which is like
to
the
just
amount of 100 gold.
like just stop doing what you want to do and you could live on that for like 10 years or something?
Like a good year.
Okay. I go dig in my pouch and I dig in my pouch and give him. I feel really generous, but like I feel like I've given this man too much crap. But I like spread it out and I give him like 4, like I don't know if I have bags, but I'll just give him 400 coins of gold coins.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take him to a somewhere where he can like stash like half of it, like as like a safety.
Yeah, you take him to a treasury, which is equivalent of a bank. It doesn't like go from place to place, but if he's here, it'll be stored here. He definitely makes sure it's all secured, and 200 gold is put away. 100 gold is put away in his mattress, and the rest is pocket change, air quotes, for him to buy a nice residential area, not a home, but like renting a room within an area, making sure that everything else is safe. You spend the rest of your afternoon making sure that this guy is fine and taken care of. Tomorrow he's going to quit his job, because why would he not? And honestly, you did him a solid. Very generous thing.
I feel like that makes up for all the crap that I've done in this time that I've been in the town. I don't know.
It's definitely something good. But in the meantime, Ada, while you're wandering the streets, you do see a man garbed in a whole bunch of cloth and robes. You can tell that they seem to be weirdly mouse-shaped. At least their face seems to be. Ada, you don't know this man specifically, but you know this type of condition. It is known as lycanthropy. And most lycanthropes generally aren't in their were form while in the city. Otherwise, there is a very good chance that they could transmit it to someone else. Either they aren't able to turn back into their standard humanized form, or they were born with lycanthropy to begin with. That's how they normally look. But they seem to be wandering the streets. You don't have to do anything, you just take note of that.
Ada wasn't. You were. Oh, I didn't know if you were
Sorry, go
off
ahead.
mute. Just checking you if you were there and not on mute.
Oh no, I was on mute. I was still there though. I was just listening.
Yeah, you just see a small little mouse man like wandering the streets, looking for a few things here and there, covering their face as best they can, but you do notice them. Like, with your past perception, you easily notice them. It's like an oddity that they're out in the city, especially still populated, but they're not doing anything. They're just wandering the streets, looking for some supplies here and there, asking for, like, certain remedies, certain ingredients here and there. You can probably tell that they're looking for medical herbs and things of that nature. Maybe for them or maybe for someone else, it's hard to tell, but you notice that while you're wandering the streets alone. From what you can tell as well while you're wandering the streets, you are pensively thinking on what's currently happening to you, the team, Amara. It's been a long week. But you do have time to just think on things, and honestly, it is a lot to take in. You are an undead. Amara is currently changed into something you don't know, but you do know something specifically. When you guys did something. When the energies were changing and fully waking her into her new form, you inscribed a magical emblem into the spell, allowing you to connect to the mind. It's a one-way trip, but you can always do it once a day. But on the other end, they can't do it in turn. So Ada, if you do decide to connect to Amara, or attempt to connect to Amara, you might get another soul, who's to say, you can do so.
So, yeah, I was going to ask about this earlier, but I completely forgot. I will be able to talk with Amara, not Glacia. Glacia?
Glacia. Like,
Glacia.
you can...
Whatever. Yeah.
The basic premise of how it works, it's like a sending spell to the soul, but the type of soul that Glacia has is muddled with a whole bunch of other souls she has consumed within. They all still exist there, so honestly, there is a good potential chance that you connect with another soul. That being said, if you just want to talk with Glacia, you can easily do that. If it's trying to connect with Amara, it'll be harder, but you won't accidentally connect with Glacia.
I feel like, yeah, Ada would try to talk with Amara if it's possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me 1d100.
There we go.
24.
Sorry. Jinx.
Okay.
A lot to-
While sitting down on a stoop or someone's chair, who's to say where you're currently at, you're like at a small little tea shop, currently at a small table, likely having afternoon tea. You begin to cast this type of connection spell. Basically a variant of a sending spell. Communing with a spirit that is intertwined with other spirits. It's very hard to do. Not impossible. When you commune and connect, you can tell that it is not homing in on Amara as of right now, but you can connect with another spirit if you want to do that. Luckily, these spirits have been in longer than Amara has. They might have further information, or they might be able to help, or they might have gone crazy. You honestly don't know. but you can also adapt the spell to currently look through the eyes of Glacia to see what they're currently doing.
Okay, so it's either talking with like a random casino roll of a soul, or see what Glacia is seeing.
Yes.
That's what you're saying? Yeah, oh no, I'm split between two. I feel like Ada would try to contact at least with one of the souls. If it's not Amara, she's still going to try anyways.
Yeah. You commune with the soul, hoping it is Amara, but it feels foreign. It feels not the one you're looking for. But you just try to see if the process is currently working, and you connect. You get that same sensation, that same feeling when you were currently bound with Glacia beforehand, but it is not at that whole jail cell feeling. Instead, you get a brimming fire all around you, and you and another individual are face to face. The other individual has a bright, brimming smile, currently pen and paper and book in hand, blue flames in their horns, and a, well, jovial look to you, towards you. The man, simply enough, is a tiefling, and he states towards you, "Ah, miss, pleasure to make your acquaintance. To what I owe the pleasure on this? I thought it was fully consumed."
No, I'm not gonna be rude, but you weren't the person I was trying to find. You know where you are, right?
Yes. Made a deal with the devil. They fulfilled their end, I fulfilled my end, but ultimately, at the end of my life, my soul was consumed and infused with their own.
How long have you been here?
What year is it? You give them a year and they state, well then, 100 years, give or take.
Oh my... Wow. Okay, do you know any other soul here can connect with each other? I personally don't know how this works.
A few here and there, but not anyone heavily major. I myself was a bard back in my day. A bit of a poet, if you would believe it. I bound and gave my soul to the Princess of Hell in order to have my poems and scribes known to the world and the land. It worked. I became very, very popular in my time, and then I died relatively young after just publishing 2 books.
I'm sorry for your passing. And that
These things happen when you get eaten by a bugbear out in the forest.
That's how you died?
Yes.
Huh, okay. So, can you see what Glacia is doing and everything? Like, have you been there for that long?
From time to time, my consciousness does slip in to others as well as towards her. We are more or less a commingled hive of spirits and souls. The last thing I remember her doing was speaking with someone on the road, like very tall dragonoid individual. I believe they are called Dragonkin, Dragon Folk, Dragonborn, one of those.
You're right. Yeah, that isn't good on my end. Did you by chance see Glacia in a war? That's all I'm gonna ask. About 3-4 years ago.
Unfortunately, time is not exactly the best concept for me right now, but I do remember something happening a few years ago where many of us were pushed back in order for her to be pushed forwards. By the way, it felt as if we were transferring from one plane of existence into another, or more or less being a bridge connecting two. Very, very odd feeling. A lot of pain and violence happened, and a good amount of souls were collected during that time. I don't know specifically who, but I can maybe, if the next time you call, find someone for you.
I am looking for someone by chance. Her name's Amara. Ada's gonna describe her.
That soul does seem familiar. Unfortunately, I have not made contact with her just yet, but if you'd like, I can bring a word out and hopefully we can push her up to the surface, giving you a chance the next time you speak, or at least a greater chance.
That would be fine. Just if you do find her or speak to her, just tell her that I'm going to break her out of this no matter what. I'm going to break all of you out of here, if it's possible.
Truthfully, I haven't been myself until just this moment, so anything's possible, I suppose.
What's your name? I probably should have asked that.
The name is Todd Riddle.
Wait, out of game. I'm just saying, is that the dude from the books from earlier, or am I thinking of a different person?
No, Todd Riddle is his own thing. You know the name Riddle as in, the man that invented, riddles. They're very annoying to people at sometimes, so he's very infamous for that. That being the case, though, you're probably thinking of Harry Potter. Because the name is very close.
Oh, I was thinking of... Okay, never mind. I was thinking about the other book author that we had in the past. I forget what his name was, though.
No, different guy.
Yeah. Okay. So, Tom Riddle, yes?
Todd Riddle.
Todd Riddle.
You can just call him Todd.
Okay.
He's
Todd.
already dead. No need for formalities.
Okay, Todd. So, what do you know? Like, what other deals Glitchy has made in the past?
I know a few. I know my friend Marcus requested for him to be the greatest folktale singer in all the land, which he did win a contest over 400 years ago in the main city of Cathal. However, he then did die relatively recently after that by a werebear attack.
Okay, is that all you know?
Currently, again, we don't talk to each other much in that. Well, technically we can't, but sometimes we bump into each other, gaining glimpses of our own consciousness. Justness. Don't really know how to pronounce that one.
Okay, I should probably introduce myself. Hi, I'm Ada. I was originally one of the... Well, which should have been here. Because Glacier was going to possess me. And then the friend I'm trying to look for, she kind of took the bullet. If that makes sense.
I see. Well, it's very hard to break a devil or demon contract, so good luck with that. Honestly, if your friend did this for you, honestly, it should be an incredible feat. Like, go on, keep helping them and do what you gotta do. But they did do this for you. Continue to live your life. Make sure you live a life.
At the moment, I don't have a life to live. I have friends, but nothing really else. I don't talk to my family. I want to, but it's difficult. Love Light's not going to happen anytime soon. And my friends are already so mentally ill that they kind of are denying what's happening with them. So...
I see. Well, honestly, there's no need for a love life if you can't handle it, or if you can't, or don't want to deal with it. Like, there are people that go in their own pace. Speaking with your family is up to your own decision, so if you feel like you're not ready yet, don't do it, or else you might just cause more problems mentally with your own health. If your friends are dealing with their own things, like try to help them out, but also make sure that they are aware of your own circumstances so they aren't accidentally taking advantage of you, not by their own desire, but simply because they don't know that you also need help. So make sure they're fully aware of your circumstances. Like, continue to live your life. Make sure that you live a life. That doesn't mean... Well, look, you can take my advice if you want. I'm currently dead, so who's to say if I am the expert? But your friend gave their life for a reason. I'm sure that reason is good.
Yeah, I hope that reason was good too. She's very selfless, if that makes sense.
It would have to be, or else this type of contract would never have been able to be broken. And you can tell that this man is fading back into the repertoire of the rest of the souls, so you like maybe have a little bit of conversation left. He notices and goes, it seems I am communing back to the rest of the spirits. Who knows? Maybe because you did this, it'll help us become singular individuals. Well, that might help me find your friend. Which is good. That being the case, though, I will look for this Miss Amara. If there's anything else you want me to tell them, like say, hey, it's Ada, or hey, it's a friend, or like, hey, girl, what's up? Or like something you guys say to each other.
Just, I don't believe you could sing, so just tell them that I said hi and stay strong, keep fighting. Can you do that for me?
Of course. It's been a pleasure to meet you, miss. He's currently fading away and then drops his book. The book itself did not disappear, which is weird. You can tell that your spirit form is also returning back to your body. Do you try to grab the book or do you just leave it there?
I want to grab the book.
Okay. You now have one riddle book.
Oh. Okay, nice.
When you return back to your own body, technically you never left, just your mind went somewhere else. The book is in front of you. It is incorporeal for a bit, and then it becomes solid. More on that maybe later. But you can tell that it's a book full of riddles when you open it, and it feels weird, it feels something's off, and you for sure cannot read it. Like, you can read it because it's written in common, but you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Probably in-game and out-of-game.
So I don't understand the riddles?
You understand the riddles, like, what's one bird clapping with the sound of an eagle and an egg? That is a tale you already know, so you can easily discern what it means. But the way it's written in a strange way. You've seen these types of wordings beforehand. It feels like a message within a message. But you, for right now, can't really figure that one out. You can't read the underlying message.
Okay. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, it's gonna get up. Is it like, could I say lycanthrope? Could I say that?
Yeah.
Are they still around or no?
They're currently gone. You've been in your mind for a bit. You just noticed that. I just wanted someone to notice it because Dust didn't notice it when it was his turn.
I am not Dust. I am not a very perceptive guy. I am very insightful, but when it comes to seeing things around me, I am not all that great.
Speaking of Dust, what are you doing now? We're likely going to end with your turn.
Really, the biggest thing that he's contemplating right now is just like, what can I do to become better, to be a better craftsman? Because with the deal with Ziri, he does not want to have to put all that on his master. So, like, the best option that he can think of is he becomes a craftsman
craftsman of equal ability, if not greater than his mentor.
Yeah. Dust, go ahead and roll for me 2d20, and we'll take the highest. $12.
Mm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. As you're wandering the streets and looking like to see if there's anything or anyone that you could learn from, perhaps, or maybe like not steal their secrets, but definitely, air quotes, improve on them. Man, it's so weird that it's this person, but it really doesn't matter.
And one thing about it is, Dust, he's not necessarily going in for just jewelry, but kind of all aspects of crafts.
Yeah. I get it. Excuse me, Ada. Entering into the area, you do find a whole bunch of jewelers, craftsmanship workers, and things of that nature. And you do come across one specific stall, air quotes. It doesn't seem like it's officially supposed to be there. In fact, it looks like not slovenly, quickly built, but like easily, quickly placed in that general area because there was no one there. This is the final day, so who knows how long they've been here, but it's definitely some place that can easily be torn down and built back up as quickly as possible. Standing in front of you is a rather short-ish woman, roughly around 2'4". She does notice you, does notice what you're currently wearing, and she does stay towards you. Oh, come in. Welcome. See here that you're a proprietor of various jewels, craftsman work, and magical items. Oh, and I see here that your lovely woman friend, don't know if you're together, but would make a beautiful couple regardless, is also into the magical arcane arts. Fauna looks towards you and then towards this woman. I don't know what that means. Fair enough. I suppose nothing romantic about it. Don't worry about it. Don't consider this a weird conversation. At any rate, sir, madam, can I interest you in some type of devices that could help out your daily lives or maybe look beautiful on your evening gowns?
Interesting. Like, in general, what kind of items do you usually do, and what are purposes? I myself am a craftsman, so...
Well, I am a craftsman per se. I am known as a tinkerer, or an engineer, dependent on the current area you're in. I suppose it's better to show you rather than to tell you. In front of you, she does put down, like, from underneath the stall, she brings out a box, and in the box, she takes out what appears to be a fan. She presents it to you to use. Now, what we have here is a enshrined gust spell intermitted into the fan itself. Now, it's quite dangerous and very unsteady in the incapable hands, but I'm sure you and your friend here are more than easily able to use it. Now, it is set at a non-dangerous function, but unfortunately, some individuals do find a way to cause problems and havoc with these things, as you well know.
Yeah, that's rather interesting. I will take it up and do an investigation just to kind of look at it, pick it up.
23. You can tell that it does have the gust spell in it, but it has two intertwining spells within it. The way it is currently created, there is an overlining spell above and below. One written into the structure that holds the fan together, and one that is written into the fan itself. The fan structure holds the gust spell, and the fan itself holds the prestidigitation spell. From what you can tell, she does have overlaying effects in it that are able to mix well with each other, and she currently has it in the prestidigitation level, so it doesn't cause harm. But as she mentioned beforehand, even a low-level spell can cause harm if put in the wrong hands.
This is rather interesting. How did you get the overlay? The overlaying spells?
It took me a while, but I was able to figure it out eventually. Well, I suppose from one classroom to another, I can tell you. The easiest and best way you can do that is finding spells that interlock with one another in certain settings and tones, and then adapting them to mix with each other. You won't get exactly the same spells, but you will get general effects of the same ability.
I am actually working on an item currently, well, starting to work on one that actually, this is an answer to a lot of questions for me on being able to do this. Wow, interesting. Would you be able to possibly give me some pointers? I only have today, but...
It'll take more than one day to learn this. I mean,
Notes would be fine.
I'd rather not share my notes heavily. Tell you what. She looks you guys up and down and goes, "Are you travelers, perchance? Go out there, make a lot of money, find a lot of money, perhaps? Maybe some items here and there?"
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes. We are currently traveling, and we've traveled all over the Kingdom of Isle.
I'll tell you what. I join your group for a little bit, teach you some things that I know that can assist you with your current project, and all the while, anything I find or are given as payment. I get as payment.
So a particular so we get a certain cut of whatever we find.
Correct.
I cannot fully say because it will be with the rest of my group, but I see no problems with it. We do have an extra camel in our group.
Well, I'll be here until she looks around. Give or take 8 p.m., so let me know.
We will be actually leaving in the morning. But yeah, no, I will definitely stop by. I will talk to them. And if anything, even if we do not find it, I will be able to give you at least my contact information, at least that, and also give you an opportunity to meet with my master. You might know her as Himda.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know them personally.
Yeah, she's a highly skilled jeweler and gemstone cutter.
Oh, like she looks at her goggles and she presents them to you, and underneath the goggles is inscribed Himda. Oh, that's why that name sounds familiar.
No, my master actually did these goggles. So.
Makes sense. Goggles of the night work very well for work at night. Without needing light. I suppose if you can guarantee that, I am more than willing to help out. But again, talk with your teammates, friends, potential, looks towards Fauna, allies, or whatever, and let me know.
Well, my name is Among the Dust, but everybody calls me Dust.
Most people just call me the engineer or engineer, but I do go by Gretel. Either one works. Anyways, good luck with whatever you intend to do. She then looks around and she then states, "Oh, excuse me for a bit. I need to go to the bathroom." She puts the fan the box down underneath the what's it called stall and like begins to head out around the corner. Two guards step in not too long afterwards while you're like maybe waiting to say goodbye. The guards looks towards you, Dust and Fauna, and they do state, excuse me, sir. You haven't perhaps seen a woman currently selling their illegal goods in the area?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. And currently, we're looking for this individual as they don't have a permit to sell within the city right now. But if you do
I will
find
let you
them,
know.
all right then. They gave you the description. It's her, and then they leave. About 10 minutes later, she does return from air quotes the bathroom. Okay. But yeah, let me know. I'll be around.
Yes, of course. And good luck.
Yeah. Hopefully I can sell my things. You begin to head out, and, like, she doesn't have paperwork to sell here, but she's selling. It's not as if she's selling things she found and, like, pawning off as her things. It's more like, yeah, this person isn't organized enough to have filed the paperwork to do this properly.
I hope you read my message on the bottom.
Because he's a demon.
No, the first part of it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
I just didn't see that last one.
Yeah.
But anyways, your team.
I was being redundant.
Your
No.
team. Go ahead.
This person is very much a temporary thing. Like, the longest that she will stay will probably be during the break that we have in Yupta.
Like when and go.
I wonder about Opal though. Oh, hey Opal, how are you doing? Yeah, we were gonna have you join out of a whim, but you joined and you stayed. You're pretty cool though. I'm helping you kill people later. Yeah, we're going out for tacos later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Opal, what the heck are you talking about? Why are you talking this way?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to the audience.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Down for tacos. Just stop talking that way, weirdo. You guys get some tacos. Anyways, your team will eventually meet up sometime in the evening. Definitely before she heads off. But, you know, later on in the night. Hopefully one day you'll leave this town. But not today.
No, that's gonna be next. That's gonna be. Oh, not next week. Next week I won't be able to be here.
Yeah, next session
okay.
for sure.
Yeah, next. Time.
But who knows? I honestly thought it'd be last session, but let's see what happens next
Everything
time.
happened.
It's true.